Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Glassbreakers Guild. We've been absent for a couple of weeks. Apologies for that, but real life has intruded. Bless you. So terribly sorry for all of that, but hopefully we can get back into the groove of things, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to it as much as we are. So just a few quick announcements and reminders as per normal. We do have our YouTube channel, so you can go there, go over to the YouTube, search for Casual Cactus, Casual with a C, Cactus with a K, and you can find all of our back episodes, all of the video content that we have created. Does find its way to the YouTubes. Do us a favor while you're there. Be sure you hit like and subscribe and ring the little bell icon so that anytime we add stuff there, you can
Okay over there?
you can know when we put more content.
There
up.
you go, a zoom option so you can read.
Thank you very much.
Just sitting there squinting.
In addition to the
Gonna
YouTubes,
squint anyway.
we do also have
Yeah,
our Discord
right.
server, so you can go check that out. It's a good place to keep tabs on all of the news and announcements that we put out. We do try to let you guys know specifically about changes to the schedule. It's come up in the last couple of weeks. And I will say that I personally am not as good at the Discord as I need to be. I'm striving to be better. Apologies. So I think I'm going to leave it with just those standard announcements. Does anyone want to try? I know it's been a couple of weeks. Does anyone want to try a recap?
I wasn't here.
Amusingly,
So,
I'm the
no.
only person I feel like that has notes. This is a terrible idea.
We went to a tower.
Actually, I think I've got it now too, so.
Well, I have that part,
There you
but
go.
also just generally notes. I'm not sure that they are the most thorough, but I can attempt.
All right, go right ahead.
We try to sneaky sneak, and Milo instead flings himself down the hall into the animated suit of armor, which we
What?
kill, along with his flying brother. There's a big black magic darkness in the last-ish room. Milo dispels it after it steals Volk's axe and throws it back at him. The weird creature within bamfs out,
Oops.
leaving a drow witch at the altar with the box. She says it's hers. We strongly disagree. She starts casting, and so the shit show begins. We knock her out, possibly freed a being from hell, and we let her get away. That is what I have written.
That's about right.
And we let her get away.
Cabbage figures out the box, which has, and I'll have to do the this thing.
The
One
what
moment.
again?
Shut up.
Okay. What?
In the box, there are scrolls that read, I saw a pair of very bright shooting stars while standing watch outside tonight. I fear this is an omen of evil. Even laying my broken hammer beneath an uncracked geode did not take my sense of dread away. I fear that the king is not who he seems to be. There have been certain recent actions he has taken which makes me think this, though I could not say why. Even worse, some comments from the rest of my brothers and sisters make me think that all of the king's guard but myself have been a party to this deception. A later entry then reads, my fears have been realized. I followed Jarana Ironfist to the royal tomb. Thank you, Geronimo. I found the king's body secreted away. Who or what now sits on the throne, I cannot say. I must bring this news back to Augur's Deep and expose the fraud. And then later yet. Augur's Deep is gone. Some calamity has broken open the lake bed and flooded our city. Scant handfuls of the city survived. The queen is dead. The prince is dead. What became of the usurper? That is a really hard word to say right this second.
Usurper?
Usurper. I know not.
You are super, Danny. Don't worry.
You're super. There was no body that appeared to be the king. That may be for the best. Perhaps some other empire will arise to take our place. Okay, and that is what I have.
And we're waiting for
For the portal to open.
Silas
Sionis.
to
Silas.
Silas,
To,
Sionis, whatever his name
Hi,
is.
poser.
Sionis.
Woo!
I have multiple names.
Is mine Carlisle now?
Who
I
knows?
think Carlisle
you
is
know?
dead.
I have like 85 names.
Not
Never
yet.
mind.
Not yet.
Dead-ish.
Deadish. He got better.
Yes, names have power. That's why my name is Carmen Sandiego. No one will ever find me.
Love
You
it.
sure you don't want to go with Waldo?
Yeah.
No, because
No, everyone finds
in this
Waldo.
day and age, we have cameras and algorithms that can point out a man in a white and red
Besides, he
striped
doesn't look
shirt.
good in peppermint.
No.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
We tried it once.
So,
It was odd.
so you guys
There for that.
are waiting on the
consciously.
mountainside. So you guys are waiting on the mountainside for for the portal to reopen,
Yes.
which it will do about midday. Mal has just come back and has sort of perused the documents found in the hidden compartment within the box. You still have the orb. The dagger was there. The orb was there. If there's any business you guys have to attend to at this point, now would be the time.
I don't know about business. I will probably still try to get in touch with any kind of godlike anything that I can.
Oh boy.
Via prayer and see if there is something that answers that I feel like isn't terrible.
They're all terrible.
I mean, that's-
You sure you want to do that? Last time didn't go so well.
Would you like some help?
You
Well, I mean, he
you
ended
sure
up
you
in my
wanna,
bed. I
You
don't
do
know.
you sure you wanna
De-immortalize
jump
one of
horses
them.
midstream here, Daddy?
Help.
Huh?
You sure you want to jump horses midstream here?
I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to go a different direction, but I feel like somebody else in the Pantheon should probably know what the heck is going
I
on
don't
Okay.
think your
and where
boyfriend's
there's
gonna see it that way.
I think someone might. I think so. They might know what's going on. I believe. What is mine?
Well,
what is
I
what is
will
my
try to
pester named
contact
again?
You see that Zoid?
I think Imus. Imus.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
Imus
we can-
knows
we can do
because
that together.
like who knows. Anyway.
Oh, poor
I was
Felicity.
going over the
Justice.
component patching spellbook she had, but it's all gibberish to me.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like 2 plus purple equals a bushel of sweet peas.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yep.
So yeah, apparently me and Mizu are gonna try and pray for something.
Well, I'll be praying to my God.
She knows who she's praying to. I'm not sure.
I am very aware of who I'm praying to.
My God is here and not effectively.
Do you want a
Useful.
cult? 'Cause
Did-
this is how you get a cult.
Did he? I mean, you guys left him at the tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, never mind. He's not
We
here.
left him at the tower, yeah.
We left him at the tower because we were just like we don't want
we don't want to kill the
we don't want
god.
to kill the god or
Speak
know
for
that
yourself.
someone else is.
What's the worst that could happen?
You have to take his place.
Wait, if we cut off his
Simi.
head, do we gain his powers?
No,
What is this Highlander
If we
thing?
start wearing
there can be only one.
If we drop the house on him and
must
take
always
his,
have a captain.
Take your shoes.
If we
drop a house on him.
polymorph him into a snail and drop him from an airship,
Wasn't it a three-toed sloth?
something.
Something
And
like
blue
that.
with three-toed sloth.
Yes.
Traveling at terminal velocity.
Splat.
Man, we're weird.
Okay, we are. Okay.
Well, good luck with that. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me to roll anything for that particularly, or
What is the role associated with the collect call, Keith?
Yeah.
You have received a collect call from Simi.
do you accept the
Can
charges?
You have received a collect call from Simi. I don't know what the hell's going on. I need someone to tell me what's going on.
If you
Do you accept the
charges?
charges?
Nope.
No.
Decline.
Long distance, my friends.
Wrong department, click.
Okay, so the two of you. So do the two of you go off together to do the
Yes.
praying thing?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, I
I'm just
feel
gonna
like
reiterate,
She's better at this.
This is
than
how
me.
you get a cult.
Yep.
Here, come off with me into the woods while we pray to our gods.
Don't forget to
I
bring the
mean,
goat and the punch.
yes.
She's gonna.
And
I'm going to
your
safely
point is,
stay at camp.
Okay. So how are you? So what do you? Describe for us a little bit what you're doing here. I mean, obviously Mizuki is probably taking the lead.
okay, so Mizuki will be kneeling down. She has some incense that she has prepared.
I'm gonna go light up in the woods.
yeah, some incense.
We're gonna seek enlightenment.
Yes, we
There,
are.
okay.
She also has tea.
Okay.
Realistically,
She's
I
going
could be
to-
worse.
I heard tea.
Yeah, no, but she's going to pour
Yeah, you
some
do.
of it into the ground as an offering to her god.
Okay.
So see me seeing all of these very
And
reverent things.
also,
Quick spell line.
she will take a copper piece and bury it into the ground as an offering
Okay.
to her god.
Okay.
Simi has
And then
no
she
idea
will
what
be
this means.
yes.
But she's gonna try and follow suit the best she can. She
Okay.
doesn't have tea. She has wine, so the wine is gonna happen. She'll bury a copper because she probably at least has that. But she has no idea what to do with any of this information, and
There's
just
a
kind of
very rich squirrel out there somewhere.
yes.
Yeah.
She's just gonna kind of follow the whole Simon Says thing, and my prayer will go about like it did before, as far as like, hey, anybody up there?
Hello.
Because that worked well last time.
Bless you.
I mean, it didn't work terribly.
Something's going to answer, and she's
All
gonna
right,
be like, I'm not sure you're a god.
Mizuki
Another one's
will
down.
be
don't know.
imploring Vinas to answer
Okay.
her if he has any information about like I guess I don't know what's happening with his brothers, sisters, siblings. I don't know. Fellow gods.
We got one down here. We don't know what to do with.
We received a
Hold
package.
on,
We'd
there's
like
a
to
lot.
return it to the sender.
That seems
Yes.
just.
Okay.
Hey God.
Who will answer back? Who will answer back? Who is gonna be taking this call?
Gods of chaos.
So
Yeah, that's it.
it's a you guys are like out away from pretty much anything. You're
Yeah.
away from civilization. You're
We're
away
on the
Yes.
side of a
from.
mountain.
You're in the improper location.
You are-
to reach
you are
Right.
in the
Well,
woods.
Yes, that's why.
This is a very
That's what
long
offerings
distance
are
call.
for.
You are in the woods, way
That's what
away
offerings
from
are for.
any trappings of civilization,
I'm attempting to bribe my god.
Yes.
and
that's how we do
you know the sounds of nature are all around you, and it is really loud all of a sudden.
All of those ice crickets are waking up this time of year.
No joke.
It is really loud all of a
Those
sudden.
winter mountain crickets.
You wanted extension 4. I'm extension 5. I see your mistake. But not
And so you're there, and you're meditating, you're praying a
Yes.
little bit, and you're specifically asking if there's any like information, enlightenment to be had, trying to figure out what's going on
Yes.
with the Godhead, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sure she would mention about
Zoigan.
Zoigan. Yes.
Okay.
Is that the dial-up tone?
So you carry on that way for 5-10 minutes, doing the offerings.
Yes.
See me, you're sort of following along by rote. You're not really sort of. This is not what you've seen the Order do, obviously, in their offering reverence and obedience and obeisance to the. I'm not sure that that's the right word, but
Nope, pretty sure it's not. That is okay.
but offering worship to the Empress. May she live forever.
Ow.
You keep doing that. You keep doing that, Stephen.
Wait. Did you just say see me?
Stephen.
Oh, Steven.
Oh.
I was like,
I
that
heard
was
see
not
me.
me.
And I differentiate between Stephen and Mal because
Yep.
Yeah.
Mal probably doesn't actually do anything when her name is said.
Stephen
Probably.
and Alma might not have required much differentiation.
no, for sure. But you're there on the side of the mountain for about 5-10 minutes or so, offering up your prayers.
Punched trees last time. Does that help?
I not.
It can't hurt.
And the
Well,
wind in
yeah.
the wind in the trees goes still. The sounds of nature around you, the two of you, go silent.
Ooh.
Oh gosh dang, it's windy by
Yeah,
this
okay.
fire.
And a figure steps out from behind one of the trees.
Stab. Who are you?
Venus.
Wow, that does not make this whole situation any better.
The rest of you guys,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no.
not even aware of what's going on.
Nope, of course not.
Mizuki will take a very deep bow and put her head to the ground from her. She was kneeling in meditation.
Do you know how long it's been since I've been in the woods? It's
Just the one tree.
it's
I hate this. This is disgusting.
I hate it too.
this is wow.
This is wow.
It is.
Wow.
It's,
She don't get out much.
not something I'm used to either.
Okay.
House.
So I'm assuming then this is pretty important.
Yeah, I believe it's very important.
Who's your friend?
This is, I call her Simi.
Hi.
Really?
Oh, was this
See
be
me.
the time?
Yeah.
His ears sort of elongate into half-elven points. Interesting.
And she is a follower of your brother, Zoikin.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you heard from him lately? He's been a little bit
He
absent.
didn't show up to
Yeah.
dinner.
So
About that.
he's here.
He's in
He
my
didn't say
bed.
here. It's roll call.
Well, I mean,
He's
not
like-
here, but on this plane.
That's not
What?
supposed to happen.
But
I woke up. He was in bed. I don't know how he got there. I just.
I think you left out an important my word there.
okay.
In
How long
my
ago was
bed.
that?
I don't know. When
days
did you
ago?
stop
Days,
seeing
right?
him show
3
up?
days ago.
About 3 days ago.
Apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
3 days.
He has a mortal
Yeah.
body,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I mean,
how How am I supposed to get him back where he
We
belongs?
would like to return him.
I don't want him here.
Also, what's he the god of?
Civilization.
Okay.
My dear.
Yes, cities and towns
Yes.
and not trees.
And not.
Not
yes.
trees.
Not
trees.
trees.
Not
Not trees.
Really
Naughty
do good
trees.
work, although apparently not here, but that's okay because where you do good work, you do very good work.
Well, the weird thing is this place feels familiar.
Does it?
Yeah.
Did it used
There.
to be a city?
Not here, but close
But
by.
close by?
Ah,
Um,
Yeah.
damn it.
It was the center of it was the center of something.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig through ice.
Good, because you're going back.
No, it just got away.
But it wasn't here. It was,
I'll tell you where
and he sort of gestures vaguely down the valley a bit. It was off that direction.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Keith, could you give us a
that's
cardinal
it.
direction of what?
I can do you
Like
one better.
where?
Ping on the map.
In a general direction?
So you guys are here. He pointed off sort of this
I
direction.
am sure you are pointing to things on your
So
map.
for us,
Okay.
we're right here.
Are we?
We're right here.
Okay.
Yes.
But so if you would like to mark on this where it is.
Sort of in this direction.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's under the lake. We
Oh,
knew that already, though, right?
So
Hip hip
Well,
hooray,
that's-
Kaloo Kalay.
that's interesting. I mean, there's not much here now.
No,
Kind of screwed that one
A
up.
lot of
before we
dirt.
got to
I
civilization.
guess
Right.
I guess sort of time
It's a
flies
city.
when you're not paying attention.
Okay. Anyway, so I didn't get
I mean,
him back up.
my
Right.
concentration's been
Anybody.
closer to the coast. You know,
Yes,
there's that
yes.
whole empire. Fantastic city cost us at.
Right?
Actually,
Oh, I
it was
know, isn't
so
it?
Wow,
fantastic.
I
Lovely.
automatically do not like this person.
Isn't it lovely?
It's such a lovely city.
It really is.
all of the
I
all of
enjoy
the
it.
all of the marketplaces and the business
Right?
going
Oh,
on
yes.
is fantastic, and I love the way they're spreading out all over the
Why
place.
couldn't I have
I
this?
know.
Absolutely.
Why couldn't I have this as my guardian god? I like him. Instead of
You know,
I
that's
miss.
a real bad taste for me, but that's me.
Well, I
Um,
mean, civilization's not for everybody.
It's not.
Clearly, fault is with me. Anyway,
Some people have problems with rules and regulations, and
I am sure that's absolutely my issue. Thanks. I don't like your god very much. So
Maybe
you changed your
tell
tune
it
fast.
some. I mean, just
anyway,
keep it on the down low.
okay. The whole Zoigan thing. How do we get him back where he belongs? Because I really prefer having him where he was.
Up your
Is there
head.
just like a
Leave.
celestial ladder we can have him climb? Like,
Jacob.
so
Elevator.
what has he told you? What has he said about his situation?
Regarding
Where he was, where he is now. What has he told you?
I
What has he
can't be
said?
the only
he
person that
was
still believes in
somewhere
the
else.
idea of justice. Like,
he's here.
don't put that on my shoulders. How he's gotta have pockets of believers. How does he not? Like, is the world really that screwed up?
In a word, yes.
It kind of is. I mean, justice means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and some of that is some people's idea of justice has kind of gotten warped over the centuries and millennia, and it's taken on
Sounds like God of Justice sucks. the
personal meanings.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
So,
Should have done a better job. Consider writing a manifesto.
So what am I supposed to do about
Credo of
this?
sorts.
I
Have a
don't
guy
know,
named
go
Luther
be
pin it to a
Just.
door.
I assume you want your brother back where he belongs.
you know,
Ah, a little bit of insight.
yeah, I kind of like him. He's
Kinda
okay.
like it. It's okay.
No.
He owes me $20, so.
You know, civilization and justice kind of go hand in hand.
Really?
Wow, you're doing a bang up job of that.
Yeah, I know. I've been distracted a bit lately.
Why?
I've got this side project called Atlantis going on. It's really cool.
Well, we've been kind of busy with the invasion.
Wait, come again?
You're not there.
Yeah.
No, that
Time,
was
but
player
slower.
Brandon going, what?
The invasion?
What? Yeah, okay, so maybe invasion is a strong word.
So give us a weak
Incursion.
So in the beginning,
Exploration.
Maybe, I don't know.
Colonization.
We haven't had a chance to really sort of connect and make contact to know what's
Fate
going
of
on.
This world is rapidly falling.
Oh, the little weird lizard-looking things that fell from the sky.
What are you talking about?
This is why we need. Volk was there. You're not
So
communicating.
you guys
You
just
need to talk
wasn't
better.
paying it. You wasn't. Wow. You weren't paying attention at all when you know weird winged lizards fell from the sky
hard to
onto
miss.
the town of Satterton. Satterton? Question
Satterton.
mark?
Yes, Sutterton. Yes, Sutterton.
Yeah,
It's-
no, that's news to me.
You want to take us to the regular map? It's showing the connection thing for the Roll20.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, we'll just do that. Having a bad day. Bad day with Roll20, apparently.
Yeah.
So
Somehow it doesn't
those
matter
aren't
different
what
from a
you were
good day
talking
with
about.
No.
So what are you talking about? Let's figure that part out first, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
There's this thing that's
not
walking around
speaking
heaven
respectfully.
talking
No,
about the
we're-
one that
God's
is
That's-
for
I mean-
the.
I'm bad at this.
Okay. We're not really sure.
What a surprise.
Have you considered creating an opening for a god of knowledge?
So,
Joke. Use your words. It's okay. Take a time. Take a breath.
Take
well,
it.
time's the hard part because eh,
Wibbly wobbly,
Time.
timey-wimey.
time,
You
yeah,
have it and I
time
don't.
is kind of hard. But
What's the issue?
a little bit ago, there was like something came through from somewhere. But we're not sure if it's one thing or four things.
There's this thing that was one.
Wait,
now it's
wait,
four.
wait. You're saying for thing you
Yeah.
it might
Wow.
have
I
been
met a
one thing
small
or
lizard
it
that
might have
told me
been
the
four
same thing.
things.
Those are
Yes.
Oh, they've been working on this
Two
probably for
very different
6,000
numbers.
years? Fun.
So a month or two ago we spoke to one of the lizard things about their I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Okay, so you spoke with one of them.
I
of
didn't
them.
speak with
One of us.
one
With
of
one of them.
one of my friends spoke with one of them
Okay.
and gleaned some information. And among that information was a riddle prophecy. I'm not certain. It had something
And
to
take my
do
journal.
I know-
with
Wow, I could tell him everything.
Yeah.
It's interesting watching you guys.
So
tell
there's
us.
like 4 and 1 and the one
I'm gonna flip to my journal and actually
Yeah.
like say all of
yeah, no,
Okay.
okay, yeah, like
Okay.
I have my notes.
Yeah,
too,
it'll just be easier
somewhere.
to tell you we say the things.
Okay.
Mention me to headquarters,
Yes.
please.
You're good.
No.
Eat a
Huh.
gift for you.
Oh, 4? Okay.
What?
And anyway, I wonder if it's the
Oh.
same.
Look, if there's more than one thing that is 4 out there, we're gonna have a problem, okay?
2 and 1.
Aren't you wise?
know.
There are the
I-
3, and each
I
are one of
am-
4.
The Paragon? That might be a word for it.
The host.
Quite-
And then there were 16
Don't
shards.
don't say host. I don't like the word host when you say that. No, it's so sad.
My parasite and I don't like that
Yep.
phrase.
His symbiote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got shit you won't believe.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Some of those pieces start to make sense.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And?
But you said there was something
When teenagers are doing
you were
what they
talking
got,
with
protecting
something
them, what
about
them.
that. How does that fit?
I wish I was here for this conversation.
Wait, what now?
Okay. No, not me.
Oh, your friend.
My
Your friend
friend
talked to something.
Talk. Or I. Talk.
We're not that far away, guys. If you if you need a lifeline.
Would you like to phone a friend?
No, okay,
Phone a
I would not
friend.
like to phone a friend. This is very important.
Of
Like,
course.
my dog just appeared to me. Why would I
Sure.
include anyone else on
Especially
this?
with this strange gaggle of people, like I don't
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know.
know.
Man.
Okay,
What was the question? I missed that part.
So Venus was asking what it was the guts talked to and how that sort of fits with the prophecy thing.
So
it was what?
it was one of the kobolds.
It was
the-
one of
the
it was
weird-
one of the lizards.
but not the winged ones. It was one that
No.
was living in a cave that I think represented one of the 4, whatever that means. And
Anyway, we have a friend that understood their language and spoke with them and gleaned this information. I guess it's a religion or something similar.
nothing else. Very cultish. I say as I'm standing next
Okay.
to you, talking to your god who just stepped out from behind a tree that I've never met before.
I have never met
Are you
him
really a
before
god?
either.
Okay.
Do it. Do
Special
it.
for everybody.
Yes,
Don't believe you're a god.
this is also
I am
my
so confused.
Just start calling
Oh,
them down one at a time.
Kobolds are looking for one of the calamities that fell.
Ah.
Lizard people, because I don't know that I know that
Right,
they're called kobolds.
okay.
You do actually.
We have
Do I?
actually because thanks to
Oh,
thanks
that's
to
right,
Milo's
that's right.
dragon thing,
Yeah.
we're like kobolds.
Thank you, Milo's dragon thing.
Inger appreciates you.
Ah, right. Okay.
Thank you.
And they really dropped the ball on this.
No, I wrote that down
Oh,
just
yeah, that's
to remind you because we talked with Sinos about it. So I'm reminding Danny the player.
Yes, it's good to remind Danny. to play.
okay. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, that's it's not
Scared to
a good thing.
elaborate
Remind me
more.
why you worship this person.
Do you feel satisfied now?
The first one took out the base, but it didn't knock over the
my
tower.
family has worshipped him for a very long time.
Strictly tradition thing.
Have you considered jumping? Have you considered jumping
I
ship?
mean, I feel like at this point, it's not.
Okay. Just. I'm
But-
still new to this whole thing. I'm
Ooh,
adjusting.
Yes, because civilization and we are we are a very business-minded family. And
Makes sense. I'm gonna.
anyway, we hold a lot of the same values.
Belief system.
Yeah, we've
Sounds like
had-
a better marriage system than your proposed marriage.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
what? Yeah, I mean,
And we enjoy just
anyway,
how to make
we yes.
quick.
So and obviously I was blessed to
Mhm.
have magic.
Yeah.
From.
Which is really cool and stuff. Anyway. So now you know the things that we know.
You know, I used to think this was going to be kind of like an evenly sided, like it was a toss up who was going to win. I don't think it's true anymore.
Yeah, is there something we should be doing about this? I
Yeah.
don't know how to talk to him.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so you look confused.
Perpetually.
I'm gonna lay some stuff out
Uh-huh.
Okay.
for you.
Yes.
Please do.
Get your notes ready.
You know
Go
how
ahead.
there's 9 of us? Well, 8 of us at the moment, but there's 9 of us. 8 and a half.
8 1/4.
Something like that. And we are all aspects of creation. Yes?
Yes.
Sure.
I don't know if I've
We're all individuals.
Yes.
We're all separate entities, and at some point in our past we were like you.
Is
Like
that
us?
supposed to make me feel
Like you.
better?
Mortal.
We were mortal. And
And
that-
you.
Happened?
Okay.
When a
no,
mommy
I
and a
think-
daddy love
Sorry,
each other.
sorry. One thing
Okay.
at a time.
No.
You know
I
questions.
think you mean. How does one go from being mortal to being divine?
yeah,
Or-
we were
It's all about the looks.
we weren't
Dress for the job you want. Not
we
the
weren't
job you
blood
have.
relations, but we were closely tied. We were, what would you call it today? We were
Friends?
Posse.
A gang.
we were an adventuring group.
An adventuring group.
We
Okay.
went and we had adventures in the world.
Zoigan did mention
Right.
this.
And
Yeah.
through the course of our travels and our exploits, we got stronger and gathered a following, and each of us was called to one of the primal aspects of this world.
Okay, Kelsey.
Okay.
And we took over the roles of representing those on this plane. But that's not the way it works on all the planes. That's the way it works here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So. Okay, so if I have this correct,
That in and of itself is
Um,
terrifying.
on this plane, if you have like, so you for example,
Mhm.
obviously embody civilization.
Right.
So since you embodied that and gained a following, then
Right.
you became divine?
Yeah,
Uh,
more or less, yes.
Okay.
Very, very simplified,
Is
but
that on the
yes.
more or the less side?
yeah, like I said, in very simple terms, yes. Simi, are you?
You up to speed?
Is your dinner sitting okay there with you? You look like you've got indigestion.
That's just my face. Thanks.
Okay.
Rude.
I
So rude.
think
Therefore, I am.
that what has happened is that the divine entity from some other plane has landed here, but not as a whole, as different
Put that back together and
aspects.
send it back home. I think at home they are missing
Falling
it.
pieces.
I'm in danger.
You're in danger.
Me more
And
so,
I
but-
think that's what happened.
Somebody somewhere has been missing their dog for a
Um,
long time.
Was it the meteor?
I don't think it was the meteor itself, but
Okay.
maybe something inside the meteors.
Inside. Okay, inside the meteors. Okay.
Are you saying the weird little winged koboldy things are not? Are they aspects of gods? Because they fell out of the sky in
If you wanna
meteors.
get really existential, technically you're
No,
wrong,
I don't
but-
think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Boarding
But
parties.
but you think, well, okay, at least as far as I understand it, the kobolds follow these aspects.
Speaking of aspects, I must remember my own.
Call them a recovery party.
Okay,
We
so
found
they're
to
trying to
recover our
retrieve
god.
these
Good.
this
Take it
divine.
and leave.
It's yours.
Retrieve, control.
Where did they come from?
Oh,
Where did they go?
Dang it,
Where
Brayden.
did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
That I don't know. And even if I did, I'm not sure my explanation would make sense to you.
That's
Super
fair.
unhelpful.
Is it the face?
No.
You do know.
Do I know?
You do know.
Well,
Well, Sionis told you that it was probably some primal plane of existence.
Okay.
But also, you have to remember that Sionis's teachings were theoretical.
yeah, they're not so theoretical anymore.
No.
Yeah, so just as a reminder.
Does it do you guys good to have your god of justice in a place to deal with this? I assume from how you spoke about it before that this means that you guys are actively having to defend something for yourselves
Could-
too.
could what happened to Zoigan also happen to other gods?
First of all, we don't know what technically happened before you.
I mean, I know he woke up in my bed. That's all I got.
If one of them were to try and dethrone him,
Could it happen to me, for instance? Yeah, I could lose my divinity if I lost all contact with the primal force of civilization.
Okay.
Or my job.
The guy before me called it order, but you know, the same thing.
So does that mean Zoigan, it's not the fact that he didn't have followers, it's that he lost touch with justice?
Yeah.
Homeboy forgot what justice was. Nice.
Been asking him.
He doesn't
Well, that's
know.
your first mistake.
Well, it seems like he maybe didn't want to mention that fact.
Or didn't understand
No.
because he's out of touch in general.
Or maybe he
Also
doesn't realize that he.
Is there like a seminar, a textbook, a
Doesn't seem
pamphlet?
that smart.
Gonna have to make one of those
So,
For some
seminars.
lectures?
Cliff
Okay.
notes.
So
Masterclass.
we have to get Zoigan righted, apparently. Anyway, regarding the other stuff,
He was the only man out. He
What?
wasn't
What
qualified.
can we do?
Just like, here, take this one.
We're done with this one.
We're still sort of trying to figure out what happened,
It's been
what is
It's
happening.
been 6,000 years, guys. Surely someone would have found something.
I know there's there's like, oh,
We have a committee meeting on the books.
hold on for just a second. Let me
Oh,
go
jeez.
check on a couple of things.
Oh, jeez.
And he blinks out,
Goodness.
and he's gone for like half a minute, and then he's back.
What's
Oh.
in this component pouch?
Okay, so that was not helpful.
That's been my
So,
experience with
so which
gods.
one do you talk to?
So there's a volcano where one city was.
Uh-huh.
There's a lake where the other one was.
Uh-huh.
Then there's Costus, which is right by the sea.
Slow down.
And, you know, trying to get a feel for how things are going in Costus.
In a word, poorly.
I've been out of... haven't realized how messed up that city's gotten.
Costas?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's still a great
It's- oh,
city
it's
as far as
still- oh, it's
civilization
still great,
goes,
but-
but
there's some.
there,
Have debates.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that.
but
Yeah.
they're
I'm glad I'm not part of this conversation.
I hope there's a I hope
I
there's
mean,
another continent where they have been
there's-
paying attention that's doing pretty good.
One would hope.
There's some stuff.
And what's the fourth on this list?
Well.
I couldn't find a fourth. I only found the three.
Okay.
Costus is to be the fourth. Nope.
Costas.
No.
No. The air one's MIA.
Oh, right.
The air one didn't go off.
Severton.
We have a bomb still waiting.
Tick, 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 tick.
Great. Okay. Wonderful.
But I'm the only one that knows that, so.
So you still didn't answer the question about what we're supposed to be doing?
I'm beginning to see why people stopped worshiping these things.
Oh, joke. I have a new friend that
time for a new
specializes in communication.
restructuring.
I feel like he might be a good guy for you to talk to. I'm just saying.
I feel like we've been communicating effectively.
Really? Oh, maybe it's just me then.
I mean, for our first time having an in-person conversation.
So why is this the first time you've been having a... Never mind.
Don't want
Carry
to
on.
get in a rabbit hole.
Never
Is there an answer
appeared to
here?
me before.
Never mind.
I've been busy.
Which is understandable. You have a lot
Have
on
a
your plate.
lot on my plate.
Because you're essentially just people like us, but with a lot more experience. So that would be a lot to put on a
Power.
normal person's plate.
Have you considered hiring some help?
Demigods. Clerics.
Yeah, that's
So
where I come in.
if you guys, and we're gonna, I've got to get back and talk to the others and let
course.
them know what you've told me.
Roro.
Of course.
I saw that look in your eye.
If you guys can keep your ear to the ground and see if maybe one of these things shows up.
Sure.
One
I
happens to be
mean,
sitting by the fire.
We'll let you know.
A stone's throw away.
Stone's throw away. There's a man sitting there who has an extra heart that's very cold and beating.
Sure. We'll keep you apprised. And I will try to write Zoigan so that maybe somebody's in that position. But realistically, this is...
How
I'm
do
just
we-
going to not talk.
How do we get Zoigan back?
Apparently, I have to convince him that his idea of
Teach him
justice isn't
justice.
particularly just.
Good
Find
luck.
something to
I
rally
know.
justly.
I don't know what justice is 90% of the time, so we're gonna have to figure this out as we go. But, at least now we know that it's more of a him problem than it is a nobody believes in him problem.
Which all still leaves it as your problem. Either way, it is your
Yep.
problem.
Just take his place.
You have asked for help, didn't you?
Hey! You offered!
No, I just mean in general.
Oh. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm beginning to think that gods are way more trouble than they're worth. I'm gonna say
Our
that
God has not
really
troubled us.
low. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mean any offense. I'm still.
He's not
working.
standing there anymore.
Never mind. Oops.
All the offense meant in
All
that
the
case.
offense. Yep. All the offense. I'm sorry if I offended you, God. I'm not particularly good at this thing.
it's okay. Probably.
Okay. I'm just gonna go.
I don't think there's. I mean, I kept this as a success.
I see this is an absolute win.
You're gonna have to explain that to me, but okay.
I mean, he's never appeared to me before, so that's something.
We also
He
just
helped.
found out that he's effectively Joe Schmo.
Joe
Like,
Schmo, what-
Who's that?
He's
Explain.
us. He's not that special. He's just a guy that people put a lot of stock
Might I
in.
point out that the Empress is also just,
Because she does such a good
I
job.
mean,
Clearly.
that the Empress is also just a normal person.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of her.
Okay, I mean,
so-
I'm not either, but
Like, there
Not
are a
really.
whole lot of regular people that are kind of terrible that abuse power all the time. I just wasn't expecting 90% of them to be gods. I don't know what this is.
I mean, you're worshipping one of them.
Not anymore.
Now I'm just trying to get him back where he belongs.
If that's possible.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna think this over. I'm just gonna walk back towards. We're not in the middle of the ice anymore, right? This
No.
is after
No.
we.
Yeah,
No,
we're,
yeah.
we're where the
Okay.
portal will show up.
So I'm gonna
Just camping on the side of the
head
mountain.
back to the
Just on that
the
bridge.
tower thing.
Tower.
Back to the.
You said we're not on the ice anymore, right?
Yeah,
We're
we're,
not in the
we're on
tower.
the mountain,
We're-
just on
okay.
like
We're
a,
waiting
just like on
for
a,
the
like a
portal.
ridge.
I'm gonna go back
yeah,
to my
sorry.
tent and sit and think,
Yeah.
and let other people do things, and to go to the restroom. I know.
Gross, Danny.
It's so terrible.
So, have you decided what
Okay.
you're going to do with your box?
Well, it seems to me that logically I should return it to the person that my aunt sent it to.
Or we could use it.
And, well, I'm assuming that he's going to want to use it.
But the person your aunt sent it to did not seem to do a very good job.
That's true, but I think I would be amiss to at least not bring him in on it. Now, I don't plan on letting it go to goblins to enable witch again, but I should probably at least let him know.
That you have the box and that the box is full of things that do things?
That's my plan so far. After that, I guess we try to find this city. Try to find the hammer underneath the geode.
We know one place, right?
Do we?
We do. I refer to everyone besides you two.
Oh. Okay.
This would be the part where you communicate your information.
Right. There's like a door in the mountains that looks very similar to the makings, same design as the box.
I think that might be a good place to start. That's my plan. And yours? Do you plan on, now that we've fought and failed to kill the witch?
Oh, all of these people still need much help with communication. Clearly.
Yep. Crickets. I'm gonna go.
I mean, it's
Aside
most.
from the one tree.
I mean, it's sort of an alpine kind of setting. So,
Okay, so like ferns, like evergreen type trees.
Juniper tree.
more more
Pine.
like junipers and hardy evergreens.
Okay.
Very very little in the way of like big flora. There's some grasses that sort of peter out as you go higher elevations. A few berry bushes, but some of them look a little. Some of them have obvious signs of whatever nibbled at them didn't like it.
Whoever took a nibble of it didn't get a finish.
So, so more
Yep.
more like that kind of thing.
Okay, so he'll just go looking for anything that could be particularly aromatic. So whether that be like pine needles or like he'll break some of the grass stalks and stuff.
Yeah,
looking for
those.
aromatics.
Yeah, aromatics you're able to find easily enough.
So he'll go ahead and collect a bunch of aromatic
Okay,
vegetation.
box.
but it is
Yeah.
keeping in mind it is winter time, so a lot of those are more or less dormant. So you'll have to go through and sort of break things and
That's fine.
But yeah, you can find a handful here, handful there easily enough.
And he'll just go ahead and seal those up.
Okay. Night and evening and night passes by. You guys get a night's rest. About midday the next day, as you're waiting around, the portal flashes open in front of you guys, and the confines of the tower open up in front of you.
After you.
I will go first.
We all
I-
step
Step
through
in
the
second.
portal.
Yeah, okay, I'll go.
Well, you want to stay there?
No, I just forgot for a second that he's already been on these grounds, so he would already know about the weird paranoia field and whatnot. I
Oh.
kinda
Well,
forgot.
We're also-
so the
inside
portal.
the
Yeah, the
tower.
portal's
Yeah.
taking us into the tower.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then.
We're skipping
Doesn't
that
matter
part.
anyway.
Yes.
Doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, we're good.
We are now in the tower.
All right.
I need a better way to store this box.
I'm going to leave a slip of paper behind, torn out of my journal, and I will tell you what that says later.
Okay. All right. So you need a better place to put your box.
If you thought of putting it in your bag.
I need a bigger bag.
Would you like a box for your box?
That doesn't seem like it would be any easier to carry.
Could just make you a bigger bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Would you like a bag for your box?
I would love a bag for my box, but not a box, or not a bag for my box for the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a box for your bag?
Maybe.
Put a pin in that.
Does the box have to be square?
Is it a box if it's not?
No boy.
It does not have to be square. No.
But then it's a
Rectangle, yes. Not square.
A
chest. But it wouldn't be a box, it'd be a chest.
Or a square is always a rectangle, but a rectangle
It's
is not
a
always a
box.
square.
I don't think a box necessarily has to be square.
Hi, Sionis.
So why are we talking about boxes and bags?
Because we have found the
we
box.
we
Retrieved the box.
have
Ah.
retrieved the box.
Excellent.
Although she did get away.
She.
She's still upset about you.
Yes.
No, I think she was more ambivalent.
I don't think it's a problem either way.
Why?
Because she almost died after I hit her like 2 times. Like, this is not a problem.
That just means she's gonna get reinforcements.
Also, her reinforcements, not that big of a problem. Really not worried about it at this point.
watched
Have you seen her golems?
summon golems that leveled an entire field.
Then why did she not summon these golems when we were here?
Because we were
That's-
inside the tower, not outside the tower.
Also, I'm not 100%
You can only summon them
sure
outside
that
the
this
tower.
isn't like a really elaborate game of chess.
I do
Could
not
be.
think she is much of a threat. I was not impressed.
I mean, that's fair. If all I had to go on was what we just saw, I wouldn't be either. But I also don't trust that. I don't trust that we're not being
She
played.
probably still
She
has
ran
a
away
couple
because she
tricks
was
up her
afraid
sleeve.
of us.
Of course she was.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean,
otherwise,
why else
why
would
would
she
she
have
not
run?
run? Obviously, she ran because she was afraid of us, so not really worried.
Okay.
Okay.
Until she becomes not afraid.
Okay.
Right.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yes, we will.
And watch it burn.
But the long and short is she got away.
Yes.
She got away, but we did get the box.
Her tower's still there. If you want to take her tower.
Do you know how to take her tower?
Can you fly it?
Because frankly, that's not a terrible idea if you can.
I'd have to look and see. It kind of depends on how she's got it set up.
And
Maybe
there
we wanna go back
was
right now?
an altar with the bones and the blood and like a flesh that we destroyed. There was a lot of living furniture.
Several levels of
Um,
water.
Yeah, lots of water inside.
Ice water.
I think that's because it was in the glacier.
But the bottom wasn't full.
Who knows? It's,
Anyway,
Like I said, I was not impressed.
Okay.
do you want to make a trip back and go check it out?
Eventually. Seems like there's more pressing matters for the moment.
All right.
Seems like
So, do we know what we're supposed to be doing with this hammer?
hammer.
Well, sorry, with
The contents
the
of the box.
contents of
The
the box,
contents
not
of
the
the
hammer.
box.
I
Well-
don't know why I keep making it a
in the
hammer.
box.
Well,
It's a dagger and an orb.
from what the
Correct.
Yeah.
from what the poem said
Not a
is
hammer.
that
But it talks about a hammer.
this is
Yes.
this is either for the tomb or the city. We probably know where the tomb is. It's probably that door in that cave.
The one that, yeah.
And no idea where the city is.
Well, I mean, I know where A City is. I really don't want to go back there.
I might have an idea where the city is,
Oh,
possibly.
I mean, I could probably tell
Where he
you.
pointed?
do you mean you can
well,
tell us?
he did mention. He also mentioned about one below the lake.
Is
And
it-
that's what the scroll says.
So
is there a lake?
I assume that I've seen a map as I was traveling here, yeah?
You probably came upriver on
You came
on
upriver.
one of the boats.
I
Right.
came by a carriage, so I would have seen a
Yes.
lake. Oh, okay.
But
There are several lakes in the vicinity.
yes,
Okay. Well, we've got a keg of water breathing
presumably
potions.
there's
so.
a city below one of them,
Okay.
Yep.
and it was a very important city.
This seems like
Capital.
a poor place for a city.
it wasn't always
It
underwater.
used to be a city.
Ah.
And it is now covered by a lake.
I'm guessing the one with the most recent geological features and signs
There's
of
also a
geological
city
change.
in a volcano. So
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
There's
So I,
a city in a
my
volcano.
next, I think we need to talk to
Yes.
Drexus.
yes.
That's
Yes.
I at least need to speak
Once
with Drexus.
once we
That's
speak to
fair.
Draxus, I think
Yes.
the next step is to go to the one cave that has the door.
I have some other conversations I need to have too.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we want to head to town now? By the time we get there,
Yes,
it'll be
we-
dark. If it's
Best
midday?
head
If it's
back to
midday,
town.
if you guys head to town now, you'll get there just after dark.
We
Right.
could portal in,
Into where?
like just outside of town.
But isn't magic illegal?
It is.
Yes,
It
it is.
would, and I don't.
We can
Signers, you can only do that once a day,
travel.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we can just travel inconspicuously.
It'll be better if we just travel.
I need to go check the tower real quick, and I'm
I
going
mean,
to raid Killian's room.
Okay.
Good luck.
Killian, what do I find?
Are there traps?
Yeah, so
Sticky notes.
Sticky notes.
should I just like is there a way you want him to do this or
Investigation?
Yeah, just make me an investigation check real quick.
Not everything in there is safe.
I know.
No.
I'm being very cautious.
Let's see how cautious you're being.
That's cocked. Oh, not bad. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yeah, you're being fairly cautious. So
I've been in his warehouse. The place he sleeps should be even more dangerous.
I mean, that's where he slept.
Yeah.
So
So there is a set of dark vision goggles
Okay.
that were meant for cabbage.
Oh yeah.
Can't spell goggles. Hold on.
goggles.
No, that's Google.
Google.
There we go.
Has
I will.
Mizuki been able to get a hold of Killian yet?
Question.
It's a great question.
Yeah, where is he?
That's a great question.
Dead in a ditch.
She's been sending every day.
remind me, is there a range on sending?
Nope.
No.
As
Same
long as it's
plane
on the
of
same
existence.
plane of
Same plane of
existence.
existence. So
Your messages are getting through. Whether or
no
not,
response.
well, that's entirely up to Killian.
Okay.
Let's see, how many days has it been since Alma died?
It's been about
A week.
A week.
Maybe just a. Hold on.
Not
Give me
yet.
6 or
Not
7
yet,
days.
okay.
Give me a moment.
Nothing, no
Okay.
responses.
I'll do the math
Okay.
here just a second, but I believe it's around a week.
So
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
there was there's the goggles. There is his crossbow.
His crossbow.
Yep, his metal crossbow.
Okay, well she will send to him
Running out
that
of places
we
to.
got the box.
2 phase
Today.
spider fangs.
That's
For
cool.
Steven.
50 feet of spider silk.
That's also really cool.
50 feet.
When we fought.
Yeah, the face fight.
Yeah.
The first time I was almost
Uh,
right.
There's a vial of spider blood.
Maybe that's not true.
There's a vial of spider venom. There's 1 ounce of powdered mithril.
Hold on. 1 pound.
Ounce.
Okay.
There is a vial of some sort of medicine or potion. It's labeled as a cure-all. And there's his deconstructed sand table.
I won't write that down. I'll leave that there.
And then there's a whole bunch of like iron and steel and brass and cogs and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Oh, there's also a bunch of either the fireproofing powder or the powder that sets things on fire. They look the same.
I will leave that alone. Okay.
There's an easy way to tell. Take a little pinch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and there's a half-built metal wasp's nest.
That's
I'm gonna
terrible.
put a blanket over that. Just gently put a blanket
There are
over that.
schematics for wasps that would come out of it that would stab people with a syringe and inject them with
Yeah,
something.
blanket over that. Okay. That's all I find. So I'll come down. I will give the spell book and component pouch of the dark elf. I can't remember what her name was.
Okay.
I will give those to Sionis because
Okay.
I have no use for them. So I will hand those to him
Thank you. I will.
because surely the wizard will use those more effectively than any of us.
Just having these out of her hands will. I mean, it's not going to stop her from doing things, but it will
Limit what she can
limit
do.
what she can do for a little while until she can replace it.
Do
Okay.
we need to go back at some point and try to destroy
Like the goggles of night vision, are they
tower,
labeled?
or
No, but Mizu has a set as well, and you guys were there when he gave it to her, so you guys
Yeah.
all know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will hand it to,
Isn't there also
I will
a shit
give
ton
the-
of gold?
Oh yeah,
oh.
sorry, I forgot
oh
about
yeah,
that.
that.
Yeah, that.
There's not as much anymore because he made a bunch of stuff. There's also 142 gold pieces.
142.
That's 142 more than I have.
Yep.
I will add that to my inventory. How much?
142 and 6 silver pieces and 6 copper pieces.
And I don't know that you're doing this to be
Yep.
like, hey, split that up.
No.
I know.
Are you gonna grab any of the metals, like the raw supplies for Mizu?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
There
You
are,
write that down.
There are 200 pounds of wrought iron,
Jeez.
85 pounds of medium
That's my-
steel, 65 pounds of high carbon steel, and 185 pounds of brass.
85?
185.
100 brass. And how much of the other steel, not the high carbon? 65?
85 of medium steel.
Will you make a note that your wife now has the dark vision goggles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mizu is gonna send to Killian, since she hasn't yet today.
You've got 3 uses from the one-way sending stone, right?
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
do- you
Well,
do
I
have
have the
that.
spell.
Right.
Anyway, so it doesn't matter. Retrieve the box at Tower now. Going to Cedarton tonight. Cabbage misses you.
Cabbage is gonna kill you.
Yeah, Cabbage is gonna kill you. Unsaid.
Will you identify what this metal crossbow is for me real quick?
Yes.
What is it?
It's not magic.
Oh, it's,
It's
metal
one of
crossbow?
his
Okay.
crossbows,
It-
yeah.
It's masterwork.
Yeah, it
Oh.
Yeah.
it has a +1 to hit and to damage.
Yeah.
Keith, did you
get
mad at him?
She said she was gonna message me and she has not yet.
Okay.
I'll send her a
I
quick
don't
message.
think...
Yeah, I've been watching the room and she hasn't been in there.
I'll leave the metal crossbow in your room because
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
any of us could use it.
I can. The crossbow?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can use the crossbow.
if you would like to use it.
I
I mean,
mean,
we
I
are
can
raiding.
take it,
We are raiding his room, so.
I can take the crossbow.
Killian
yeah.
is not there to say no.
I mean, I have a crossbow, so.
Can I use a crossbow? It would be
Killian
very- I
comes
could-
back
yeah.
and it's that
I
tag-in
don't
scene
have
from
a
Home
crossbow.
Alone.
Well, you can have my own.
It is a
Okay,
light
so-
crossbow, so I think everybody can make use
Yeah,
of
I think
Actually,
I
I could use that, but I will. Well, do I even? I don't have. I have daggers. I don't have a non-magical attack, so
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it.
yeah, I don't need to worry about
That's
that.
what Eldritch Blast is for.
I have a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you take it.
I have a mace.
Yeah, if you already have
And then I
one
just
you're upgrading, then
Yes.
I'll take the
Bunch
other
of
one.
other
Okay, yeah, you can have that.
That's
That
just
would've been
for
really
Which,
useful underwater.
light crossbow.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's just a little crossbow.
Okay, I will look at that.
So it's a +9 to hit. 1d6.
I love having
Plus
encyclopedic
6.
knowledge of this.
So you know, Kyrie,
What?
the frame of the crossbow is made out of aluminum, and then it's got a steel
It is considered non-magical as well.
instead
What's-
of
Just
the,
for,
the normal
Uh,
string.
your-
Okay,
for
okay,
your knowledge.
that's
But it is an all metal
Which
construction.
metal. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's the bonus on it?
+1 to hit, +1 to damage.
So are we leaving
Is it a D?
now?
It's a D8.
D8.
I I'm gonna.
Might as well.
Yeah, let's.
You left.
Give me
yeah.
5 minutes, and I'm just gonna vanish for a few minutes. I might also.
You guys hear sort of muffled screaming and yelling from upstairs.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Who's yelling and screaming? Oh, you. Hook.
I assume it's see me.
I mean, I didn't imagine it being quite that yelly. It was maybe Top's loud.
Okay,
talking.
so not
Exasperating.
yelling. yeah.
we could just role play it.
Yeah.
Except none of you guys would actually probably. Well, I guess you could possibly hear what was being said. I don't know.
I mean, Ingir suddenly.
What's
appears.
What's
What
Akarai
are you
doing?
on?
Oh, true.
Yeah,
What's
what is
Akarai
Akarai
doing?
doing?
I mean, he was in the courtyard when you guys came in. He was just sort of off in the corner meditating.
Give him
He
the cool
came
guy
with
nod.
us.
Yeah, he came with
but
us.
he's
Oh.
just meditating.
Yeah,
While he's
Akarai
waiting
was
for us
just
to
up
get
at the
to
top of
figure
the
out
tower
what's
okay.
doing that water
Yeah.
breathing for him.
Yeah, so he just peeled off and went
Did his own
and
thing.
did his own thing.
I would begrudgingly thank him before probably.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah.
And I can't think of him as anything of a Silas. Sionis.
Sinus.
Sionish.
We need to get you like a flashcard.
Well, the thing is,
NPC
I purposely
flashcards?
thought of him as Silas because that's how Alma knew him,
Yeah.
and so I refused any other name.
Yeah.
Just like Simi, like he
Mhm.
doesn't have to call her Simi, but
Yeah.
that's
Oh, I'll give you 1 ounce of mithril from him.
Oh, okay.
jeez.
An ounce.
That's all he
So
had.
what? Yeah, that's fair.
That's because Adrian brought him the dagger.
Oh, you melted it down.
Yeah, he
Oh.
scratched all the
Oh.
mithril oil coating
Nice.
off of it.
I'm gonna say a 13.
I
I
mean-
probably don't get that, but that's fine. And that wasn't. That was me. That was Adrian. Actually, no, it was Adrian who got those gifts, but never got to send them.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys doing? Once you've done your thing.
Heading back
beef
to
Now
jerky.
town.
have rope.
Heading back to town.
Heading back into town.
Yes.
Okay.
So we should.
There
Do we want to?
should
Do
be
we?
horses.
Do we want to leave Zoigan here?
Yeah, I think there's 2
There
horses.
was at least 2 horses.
Oh, you
I
had
mean,
2.
no,
I had
There's 3
2.
horses then.
Yeah,
No.
I don't like it. I know I
Yeah.
brought 2.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Did
you
you
want
have
to?
one?
Do you want to leave Zoigan here? Because depending
No.
on what happens, probably as soon as we talk to
When are you gonna?
what's the dwarf's name?
Draxus?
Once we talk to
Oh.
Draxus, most likely
That's
we'll
a
probably be
conversation.
heading back towards the cave with the door. Probably head there next. So but that means we can also come back here and have Sionis.
Sionis.
Sorry, that was Braden. Sionis teleport us to the door room, or we could just walk there, which would take us like a day and a
It's
half,
like a fan.
Yeah,
2
something like
days
that.
to get
In
there.
my brain, I want to call him Seogan.
Shogun.
So that it's up to you where you want to have him with Zoigan.
I feel
Who
like
told
we
you you were
probably
gonna be
should
a
leave
ninja?
him unattended. He's been out of practice being around people in this context.
Homies.
Yeah. And aside from which, I feel like there's a significant amount of conversation that needs to happen regarding
believe
why
so.
he's here.
I believe so.
Okay. So we'll take Zoigan with us.
It will be good for all of you to communicate with him.
Yeah.
We just discovered some things.
Sinus, are you good to continue to stay here?
Way to be
Yeah,
cryptic.
I'll stay put.
Okay.
It was unnecessarily vague and
We should
unhelpful.
probably
Yes,
have
it
Sionis
was.
disable the field
Oh,
until
yeah,
we get
of
out,
course.
and then put it back up.
Yeah, we're just making plans at the moment.
You're gonna stay here?
Mm-hmm.
Can I leave you with something?
Sure.
Sort of gestures for him to step aside, and he'll pull out of the box the papers, and he'll hand it to him. Would you go over that? Tell me
Sure.
what you glean.
Of course.
We'll come back.
Okay, so
Cheese in Spanish.
we'll come back here after we get done talking to Draxus then.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You just can't turn it off, can you?
Nope.
all right, let's head back into town.
Head back.
Yes.
We'll have Cyanus turn off the
Okay, so he does.
field. Ask him to wait like 5 minutes for us to get well out of the field, and then we will chuff back to town.
All right.
On the way.
Are we going
On the
to take
way.
your horses back?
Yes, we will be taking the horses back. That is
All three of them. There's three, because
There's 3. Yes.
what's
And there's how many of us?
I'm going to have to.
Well, I'm riding one of the horses.
I will not fit on a horse.
Regardless.
You are the horse. You are the brood squad.
I'll take a horse.
I am the horse.
And Sammy, if you like to have a horse, you can.
I mean,
I
we have
want
only
to.
3.
So to be able to keep up with you guys.
You're gonna take the horse.
Well,
No, he's gonna
or
do his
Mal's gonna like have to.
Teleportation,
Shadow jump.
his
Yeah.
shadow jump thing.
Is Cabbage with us? Cabbage is with us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Cabbage
it-
can take the
we-
horse.
She can take the
okay,
horse.
so
Yeah.
We could have 2 people on my horse if we
This
needed.
is true. Which I might join you later, but I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Soigan on the way, so I'll stay on foot to.
Oh, actually, yeah.
I'm walking because I need some alone time.
Fair.
Oh,
And
you
we're
know
not
what?
we're not like trying to leave you in the dust. We're just going at a regular pace.
Yeah.
but-
Yes.
So.
We'll go at a regular
And I'll
pace.
keep an eye out for any kind of vegetation that might be good to experiment with.
Okay.
True.
Make me a survival check.
All right, first roll with this one. 17.
Okay. At several points along the way, you do find stuff that looks like it might be good to do experiments with.
I'm going to inform Zoigan of the idea that possibly the reason he is here is not because I'm the only person that believes in him anymore, or I
By the
didn't
box.
believe right,
Just
but
sits right
he
here.
lost touch with his connection to the primordial idea of justice, as according to the other gods.
Or the one that you talked to.
Yeah.
Huh.
What is she?
So, I mean, what do you think of as just? How do you define that?
I don't, or at least I haven't. I haven't really thought about it
Just
in a while. So, I mean, I suppose it's possible.
Well, that's something. That's a good starting place to jump from.
Are you having this conversation with him in private or with other people around?
I mean,
How loud are you?
I mean,
Are-
we're
yeah.
here.
I'm not being crazy loud, but
So
I'm
you're
also
like
not
10 feet back, but if
necessarily-
someone
yeah.
strains, they could probably
Yeah,
get the
yes,
somebody was
conversation.
if
trying
someone
to. I'm
was
not
trying
being
to listen, they
secretive.
could.
I just before I started interjecting.
Yeah, I'm not being secretive, but I'm also not being loud.
I mean, I suppose it's possible.
Which, I mean, then how are you supposed to advise people who are asking you what's just if you don't know what's just? This could be a problem, especially since I have asked you every time that I've had that question.
Yeah, I could see how that would be frustrating.
Does
For
it
you.
become just like, okay, I don't like this guy, so it's just for them to get off? To like, what
I'm
is
pretty
this?
sure that's not justice.
Well, yeah, but how
I'm
have
gonna
you
to
been
do this
doing it?
through process of elimination.
Here we see the god attempting to remember things that he has been BSing for the last
Yeah.
several sessions.
I really was more suited to picking up the primal force of, I don't know, humor? But alas.
His resume
But
might
here
be
we
a
are.
little bit inflated.
I will grant you, like, the person that I, yeah, the person that I did some justice for.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he deserved what he got. But also, I've
certainly.
asked a lot of questions regarding other people deserving different things,
yours.
and
That's just what.
the responses have been pretty muddled. I don't know that there's a lot of clarity there, which is fair, but I don't. Did you fall out of grace with your primordial justice? Like slap in the face?
Primordialness.
How? What happened? Here I thought I was the person that did this.
I don't think that it's. I don't know.
Gods.
Seeing a theme here.
There's a lot of I don't knows in this group. Which, rather have that than BS, but
I'm not sure what happened. Let's put it that way.
well, it's a thing for you to ponder.
Yes.
Because if you are gonna get your job back, you need to find that connection again to wherever that really strong hold of the concept of justice came from. Meanwhile, I guess I'm gonna try and just weigh things the best I can. Great.
You've actually been doing a pretty fair job, so I wouldn't stress about it too much.
Have you met me? That is the thing I do.
Stress? Yes.
There you go then.
Okay. And he sort of starts. It's not that he was really withdraws into himself, but you can start to see that he's starting to be a little bit more thoughtful and pensive, maybe a little bit, and trying to discover or trying to rediscover himself. Yeah, that's a good way of saying
the god
that.
of justice and not the god of laziness.
As I will
No,
like
not the god of wisecracks.
I will give him some space and kind of go over and walk awkwardly near-ish to Akarai, but not knowing how to deal
Okay.
with the fact that I'm walking next to Akarai.
Okay. Make me a perception check real quick.
It's gonna be a bomb.
Oh, that's a +6. I thought I rolled crap, but it's a 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah, +6 to perception.
So as Zoigan kind of sort of fades towards the back of the line of people, back behind everybody, and starts looking a little more pensive and a little bit more withdrawn into himself. You're not really 100% sure what about him changes. But there's something in his appearance changes, and it becomes way more generic. Way more unremarkable.
I'm just gonna keep that in my back pocket for right now.
Okay. Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Interesting.
Oh. That's an 8.
Oh.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
Use that roll as you will. Based on what you told me.
Okay. So for all y'all that know, as we're headed back, I am not really with. I'm keeping up with the group, but I'm not really with the group. and I am contemplating over everything that has happened this past week. What has happened, what should have happened,
What's gonna happen?
what's going to happen, stuff like that, okay? As far as y'all know.
Yes.
And, yeah, Elmer is really getting to me. He had to die.
Just had to have
It's going
the fucking
around.
mosquito.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm,
to
I'm keep
motivational
thinking,
speech us.
keep thinking how it's just dumb luck. They just happened to pick stuff up that killed you.
Yep.
Accurate.
It was completely unfair.
So seeing you drop back, Mal is sort of struggling to keep up in general. Like he has to walk as fastest and do this teleportation thing. So he'll sort of be back there generally by you, and he's playing with matches and some of the pine needles that he picked up, and just sort of like he'll burn them a little bit and smell them, and he'll burn another one and smell it. And eventually he'll say, I'm out of matches. Do you have flint and steel by chance on you? Mine's in my bag, but it's underneath the box.
the
I really need to huff more pine needles.
This is very
It's an important part of my
important.
process.
Yes.
Part of the process.
Do you have a torch or something like that?
Yeah, under the box. Like it's awkward to get out while we're walking, and I've got to keep up with everybody else. And
I see. I'm gonna look around for like a dry stick.
Easy enough to
Easy
find.
enough.
Start a forest fire.
only you can prevent forest fire.
Not me.
Use
And then I'm gonna make sure it's clear. Bonfire. I'm gonna light the stick.
That works.
Here you go.
It's a little bigger than I was planning.
Well, that's all I got at the moment.
He'll try to not burn his fingers while sticking his pine needles in.
And I'll put the flame out.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a smoke profile for these. What I do with these is you take and you put them in the barrel and you burn them in the barrel and you seal the cask. So then when you put the alcohol in later, it'll sort of take on some of that smoked flavor. But I'm trying to get thanks. And he'll
Okay, so if you hold the stick up and you put it at the bottom, you should be fine.
just.
Yes.
I think this is gonna work.
And then I'm gonna go back to my thoughts and
He'll
Okay.
just sort of stay close.
kind of keep an eye on him what he's doing.
Keep him from burning down the entire.
forest.
Yeah.
And as you kind of sort of withdraw back into yourself, you happen to glance over past Mal, into the woods, and you see little shapes moving through the woods.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah, it's
Just-
the ice mosquitoes.
They're stalking you.
They're haunting you.
You doing anything in particular there?
No, just enjoy
Pray.
the ride.
Pray. Do it. Talk to your God. Do it.
No, because if I make a call, it's going in one of two places, and I don't know which way it's gonna go. Besides, the last couple
Whoever
of
pays
times
the
I've-
charges.
the last couple of times I've tried to talk with certain individuals, it hasn't gone well. So I'm at the moment I'm on a you call me because I don't want to call you sort of deal right now. So I will just kind of enjoy the ride and just contemplate the scenery and reminisce.
Okay. Any particular reminiscences? Wow, that was hard.
The reason why I'm doing this.
Please strike.
Okay. Alrighty. So the rest of the trip,
this is a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Given that we're no longer in the ice,
Mhm.
can I assume it's not real?
Well, you rolled an
And
8.
You
so-
rolled an 8 for your intelligence saving throw, so you
Gotcha.
tell me.
Okay. Okay, well, with that, I'm saying, Mal,
Ow! What?
you okay there?
Yep. Ow. Yes. What?
It's 1 point of fire damage.
Every
I-
freaking time.
I thought I saw something, like, over in that direction. Do you see anything, like, maybe following us?
Make a perception check.
It could just be my imagination.
-2. 15.
You don't
decent roll, though.
see-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good roll. You don't see anything over there.
Nope. Why?
Okay, I thought I saw something, but...
Do you want me to go check it out?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
I'm gonna go check it out. So he'll take his new torch and wander off into the woods.
And that's how you get rid of a party member.
There's nothing there.
Okay, then he will then sort of look at the torch, puts it down, tries to like stamp it out, and then he'll take his wineskin and pour some water on it, and then he'll have to like sprint to catch back up with everybody else.
Okay.
Nope, we're good.
Okay, I guess I'll just see things.
Who's got
Okay.
the mad
Okay.
monkey disease now?
The difference is your mad monkey disease was your fault. His mad
Fair.
monkey disease is my fault.
Yeah.
Fair.
At some point, I would like to. I mean, we've got a while traveling, so
Half a day.
at some point, I would like to hang back and be like, so about the shadow thing. Why the bird?
Why not?
I just assume that there's some kind of a significance to you in some way.
I mean, apparently you've never seen anybody else do it, so who's to say it's not normal?
That's fair. But
But what?
you know that whole communication thing that your large friend keeps talking about?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
It as well.
I feel like you might be holding something back.
I might.
Okay.
Very
Go on.
So
I will tell you that I'm not willing to discuss this at the current time.
that's fine.
You have
Just-
not completed my side quest yet, so I can't tell you.
We have to do the companion quest first.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Our friendship level is not sufficient.
See this bar? You're not there yet.
That's fair. Just
Mal,
as a,
remember this.
I don't know, just I respect whatever boundary this is that you have, but just so you know,
I feel like that sentence should never come with a but.
that's
I respect
fair.
that boundary, but.
I leave you with this, and I will respect that boundary. Perhaps that's a better way to say that. The friend that I just lost, we had a rule in the group that was effectively all cards on the table.
Okay.
And I wasn't the best at that myself. And unfortunately, he wasn't either.
No, he was not.
Yeah, not at all.
But I think it was a good rule. And I think it was would have been a good way for us all to understand each other better and know what we were trying to do.
And I can appreciate that. Communication is very, very important. Um,
I'm so proud of you.
That's just, but if you're not there yet, you're not there yet, and that's okay.
I don't know that I ever will be with this one.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of unfall back and fall back into my awkward position, kind of just outside of Akurai's
Just outside
bubble.
of hand-holding distance.
Is Zorgan with you?
Huh?
Is Zorgan with you?
I mean,
No,
he's
he's
so
at the
against
back of
us.
the group.
yeah,
He's
kinda
with us, but
just,
he's like next to you.
I mean, I'm keeping close tabs on him. I'm probably kind of bouncing back and forth in between him and Akarai because like
He loves me, he loves me not, he loves me, he loves me not.
lots of confusion there, lots of feelings. I'm not sure what the heck is
Okay.
going on. So I'm trying to keep an eye on both of them because I don't necessarily 100% trust either of them at the moment for different reasons.
I only ask because I have a question for Zorgan.
Okay.
So,
Are you waiting until I'm not there? Or...
not really.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get a sense of where everybody is, but yeah. I'm going to hurry up and catch up to Zorgan.
Okay.
And, hey, you.
No. Yeah?
Yes.
His ears go a little bit more pointy to match your elf ears.
Pulls out his dagger and stabs him.
Imposter!
You're a god, right?
Wasn't. I'm not currently trying
On
to be
hiatus.
again.
It's
complicated.
It's complicated.
By a
It's
nightclub.
complicated.
Be a buddy cop with someone.
What were you the god of?
Justice.
It's in the cup holder. Or
Other-
the cup holder.
other
Oh, other drink.
Oh, sorry.
Justice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If you're the god of justice, why do you allow bad people to get away?
Hey God, why does the problem of evil exist?
God, why are they bad
Problem
people?
wasn't even bad people. It was freaking ice mosquitoes.
Well, it's kind of been pointed out to me lately that my view on justice might have gotten skewed in the last
1,000 years?
I don't know how long. So I'm not sure that I know how to answer that question right now.
I only asked because, we had a bad witch, she got away,
Mm-hmm.
no justice for all the bad things she's done. Now we
Wait,
have
she
to
got
hunt-
away?
Now we have to hunt her again, and yes.
Did we not tell him?
Nope.
No, we told
Not a
someone.
single
Oh.
person informed him of that.
Interesting.
That sounds
How did she get away?
no problem.
She spoke some words and disappeared.
Oh, okay. Arcane magic. Got it.
As opposed to.
Divine.
But not just that. I'm just
As
talking about
opposed to Ouija let her
general
just
in the
walk out.
world. I mean, you see people murdering and stealing all the time, and there's no justice at all.
Like me.
Well,
Yeah, like you.
but there is justice. Eventually that kind of thing catches up with someone, right?
Karma.
Does it?
Karma, says the elf god.
I don't either.
Catch up by random luck, they get caught.
Well, maybe the last couple hundred years or so, yes. But that's not the way it started out.
I don't think I want to know how it started out.
So let's say a person commits multiple crimes, they only get caught after they do all these multiple crimes. They only get a set punishment later after committing more crimes. That's hardly fair.
I think you're. Okay.
See what I'm going for here?
Philosophical discussions about what is and isn't a box.
Okay.
Philosophical discussions
So
about what is just.
Two sides of the philosophical discussion.
Yeah.
So
all the
let's.
important philosophical discussions right there.
Hypothetically, let's say there was somebody in this group who flouted the law prohibiting magic items and traded in said magic items. What would justice be? Would it be for them to be caught and punished by the authorities? Or would it be maybe the law itself is unjust?
I would say the law itself is unjust.
Of course you would. Hypothetically speaking,
Yes,
of course.
hypothetically.
So it's it's complicated. And as I said, I might have gotten a little off kilter in the last 200 or 300 years. I know that's sort of a non-answer, but it's the best answer I've got right now.
Okay. Okay, that was perfectly. Yeah, okay. Very well then.
Okay.
So Volk is going to come up to Adrian.
Oh no!
This is where it happens.
My friend, I would like to ask you some questions.
Of course you would.
Sure.
So, I am curious, you seem to be the leader of your band?
Yes, are you?
I guess you could say it in that sense. Yes. The leader, in some senses, was the one that left to deal with our friend's passing
Not the one
in
who
a
died.
different way. So
In some ways.
he was kind of the de facto leader of the group in most cases of things.
Do we even really have one? Like,
No?
No, Killian
No.
was just the only one who was ever
kind
like,
of
how can we
Yeah.
make a
mess.
plan?
Yeah.
And a lot of these, a lot of my friends are grieving in their own different ways, and so I guess they need a pillar to look upon, I guess.
I see. How did you become, like, what brought you to be here with all your friends?
I grew up in Sutterton.
Are you being quiet about this?
No. Yes, you grew up here, but why so you were all just always friends? You seem older than some of the others, and I know some of them are not from here.
He's
Yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Half.
Half.
Interesting.
Half brother-in-law.
So what are you getting at then?
Oh, nothing. I am just curious. You're a very interesting person. You shoot magic out of your hands. You are leader of this group, although I'm not entirely sure why you became leader. I was just curious.
Because Killian left us.
Because Killian left.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind
And
of
was
Because
fall back and
Killian-
start getting
because-
ever so slightly defensive, but
Because
stay
because
passive about
Killian left, and me and my friends respected Killian a lot from his intelligence, but Killian could not handle the guilt of what happened.
Ah, interesting. So, what are your plans? Where do you hope to lead your group to?
Well, we all have different goals that we want, but we're still trying to figure out what each person's individual goals are at the moment. So, at the moment, we're just doing this quest that Draxus is tied into to get stronger and then figure out what we want to do.
Ah, I see.
Also, kind of what we need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we
It's
don't
like
want
there are important
we don't
things.
we
at
didn't
stake.
want this box to fall into the hands of that woman.
Also, I might have gotten caught up, but before I left for town, or before we went to the tower, Lars got some good news, and I'm not certain what that news might have been, but he was pleased about it,
And what pleases Lars?
which, I mean, there's only so many things.
Yes,
he
yeah,
has to
of
be
course,
pleased about.
of course.
I am unfamiliar with this Lars person.
Just be
Uh,
glad.
Lars, one of
We are-
the princes of the Empire.
Is that what he
He's
is?
courting me currently.
Congratulations.
We're still trying to figure that out.
Perhaps. But I believe he has ulterior motives.
Little bit, Mizu.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm
I
more.
like the other lady. She's
And why do you
She is nice. You're right. I miss her.
why do you not like if Lars is happy?
Well, he was
He's a dick.
looking for changelings. Or anyway, looking for some of our friends or
You have friends who are changelings?
no.
No.
I
No.
don't.
No.
Not anymore.
I didn't try to die, okay?
Yeah, no.
No.
Anyway.
we know what happened.
Anyway, he's been looking for changelings, and it could mean good news for him, could mean bad things for them.
Mhm.
Ah,
Which,
you have a lot of changelings here?
I don't know about here, but
Unknown quantities.
back home, we, well, my family has had some involvement with changelings in the past.
And your home is not here?
Oh, no, my home is in,
Oh,
in
okay.
the capital.
Is this yours?
Ah,
Yeah, it's
I
mine.
see.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, I was just like.
so
Yes,
I could've
you
grabbed
are
it.
worried
I-
about
I-
changelings even though you don't know if they're here?
Well, changelings in general,
I mean,
the
just
Empire are
in
always
general.
looking for, and the Empire
General, yes.
can be very destructive when it comes to finding changelings. So we're
So
worried for families and
changelings
friends.
Are hard to
13.
find.
I mean, that makes
well,
sense,
yes, because they can change
To
their
anyone.
shape.
Ah, that is why they are called changelings.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. What?
That would be 24.
Ouch.
Ooh. Ooh.
So, just changelings in general, the Empire is always looking for. So
Yes.
it's always cautious whenever there is one around.
Although I'm not certain what the news he received was, but
Can't be
if
anything
it had
good.
anything, I mean, it could be something bad for us.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, when we
Because
get to
none of
town,
us are
hopefully
definitely
it's not. Well, if we get to town and everything's turned up, we'll know our answer.
Yes.
This is why you should build everything out of stone. It's much harder to burn down.
True,
That's
but
fair.
we live in the middle of a forest, and wood is a better commodity to get instead of stone. So,
Maybe you should not live in forest.
well, the founders of Setterton should have thought of it better. Perhaps yes, but
So
we are
far,
not the founders of Setterton. So.
I've tried
But
city,
you
I've
realize
tried forest.
that the river
Neither of these
is
have
a
concrete
great
for me.
asset
You're a great asset.
for a city
Why?
because of transportation.
I mean, that is how
I do
you.
not follow.
Well, you took a
Because,
boat to get up to
uh,
Setterton, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So easier to travel by boat than by foot, or
Only because there is river. If
Yeah.
there
Yes,
was no
there is
river,
river.
it would not be easy.
yes, and that's why there's a town.
I do not follow.
You know how? Okay, you and I, we need resources to live. Yes,
Okay,
water
life
is
needs
one of
things
those
to live.
resources.
sure.
Percy.
Yes. So the river provides water.
Water
the
for
forest.
crops.
Yes. So
But you could just go to where river is up in mountains and then have stone and water.
okay, but you lose the transportation factor.
But around
No,
here,
you
there's
just
not
have to
any.
walk.
But there's not a lot of water near.
Okay, but you
mountains.
can't take boats up a river uphill.
No, yes, you just have to walk. You still get transported.
Yeah, see, the thing is it's a both ways thing.
I am not seeing the advantage.
I feel like you're just
What's your
losing.
Uh,
Do you not
that
understand?
would be an 8.
Do you not understand how civilizations work?
You build things where you are, and you
Oh,
get food, and
but-
you live.
okay, but see, there's other options. You can build things in other places. Yes, you can build things where you are, but you can also build things if you find another place.
Right,
a
but
better
why would
place.
you want to build somewhere where that is stupid? Like in middle of forest, where there is no good stone. So you
You'd
get
have
burned
to
out.
ask the founders of Zetterton.
They do not
Okay,
seem like very
But
wise
there's
people.
other options
Yes.
to make houses out of, right?
Yes, but none of them are
Okay,
as good
but
as
then
stone.
so you transfer. So that's why you transport. Yeah, so you transport your stones.
Then why
instead.
did they not transport the stone to the place instead of building everything out of flimsy wood?
Maybe they didn't have a cart.
Then you
Or
just carry
fixed.
it.
Or a ship.
Or you don't
well,
build in a stupid place.
we're not as strong as maybe like your people are.
No, but there's lots of you.
Well, I don't know how many
I mean,
people
they're
founded
still young
Zetterton,
town.
so
I do not understand why you would build a city there. It seems like poor place
Why would you build a city in the mountain?
because you're in the mountain.
So what?
It's really
you just
cold for
only
us.
yeah. It's
Yeah, not where I am live. And you built there because that's where you are.
and we built here because that's where we are.
yeah.
Yeah, you
So
should have
they-
found a
the-
better place.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
He broke my
I ride my horse a little bit further away from this.
Away.
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 The circular logic is
I mean,
Look, I can talk my way out of a lot of things. I can't talk my way out
Out of stupid?
Out of
that's
stupid.
Yeah.
out of a man where I am trying to dig out of the hole and he is trying to dig deeper
Yes,
the hole.
Yes.
the steel trap that is Volk brain.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing gets in.
Yes.
Or
Or
out.
out.
So as you guys are traveling along, the sun does sort of sink below the mountains behind you, and nighttime falls, and darkness falls. Off in the distance, you start to see the glow of lights from the town of Sutterton. It sounds as though there is sounds as though there's a bit of a gathering taking place in the town center.
Every time we leave.
witch burning.
I hope it's not a witch burning.
We already had one of those.
We have
Yeah,
one.
we already had one.
Well, let's see how well this goes.
I'd be so sad.
Wait, so do we
Uh,
want to just avoid all of the people and find Drexus?
Or, well, Draxus might be in the crowd or directly
He could
involved,
be.
so it might be a good idea to
He's
see
gonna
what,
be
at least,
around.
yeah.
Are you
to-
wanting to avoid
I
any
believe
people?
we should at
I mean,
least
It seems
Be
like a
cautious.
distraction to me.
see.
We
I
could
believe-
always just wait until it is over.
That's true.
Well,
I'm
I will
assuming
be
that's not
going.
what's happening
I will
here,
be
though.
going
I should
to
at least
figure
do
out
some-
Yeah.
what is happening.
No, it sounds like all of them want to go.
Want is a strong word, but I feel like something's happening that we should know about.
We should
Yeah.
be aware of the circumstances that are occurring.
I will
It could be
stuff
important.
ink here in my clothes
Okay.
to hide him.
Can I get on a horse?
Yeah, I'll swap you. I would help you up, but I have
It's
a
like
minus
mountain
2.
climbing.
You shouldn't
So-
swap him. You're probably going to need to stay on there. I don't think his legs will reach the stirrups.
Yeah, probably not.
I'll just grab the saddle and pull myself up.
You can probably do
No,
that
I
because
mean
I'm not
Oh,
helping.
to
you.
ride?
To ride.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Look up Gimli's quote.
So, are you in front of me or behind me?
Up to you, wherever you.
No, it's up to
Because
you.
you have to no, because you on the horse have to move one direction or the other to let me on.
Yeah.
So where are you moving?
I'm usually a front person myself, so
Yep, Milo's a top.
Yeah, Milo's the top.
Alright, so I guess I will get in front of you.
We need to have
Do you
that.
hang on to
he,
him?
do
No,
you,
I'm in front of him.
no, do you hang on to me?
No, he's moving forward.
He's front.
No,
He-
no. Are you?
Oh, so you're okay. I see.
I'm in front. Are you like
top.
holding on to
He's
me?
bottom.
Anyway, no.
Okay,
Okay.
that was close. You might have penetrated through the illusion.
There was a lot of words you could have used.
I know, but that was the only one I could think of.
Yeah, Steven, you might have penetrated.
Gone through
Yeah, that
the
doesn't help.
illusion, but
The
Well,
illusion.
I mean, maybe when he's climbing up, he probably would, but I don't know that he would notice.
Okay. no, I was just
Given your
making
intelligence score, don't think so.
Yeah, so he's now on. So we will enter town.
All right. You guys are headed for the town center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where I
Headed for the
and the town
Witchburns.
center is where I assume the commotion is happening.
Mhm. Yeah.
Keep an eye out for guards.
Okay. You're actually, as you're coming into town, you're not seeing any.
The commotion's gonna be a dead Lars.
You do.
Oh,
Ow.
You are
Oh,
seeing that
okay.
citizens of the town are sort of making their way towards the town center.
And that's
Um,
where the fire is?
There's no fire.
It's not a
Other-
fire. It's
We
just
saw
sort of a
lights.
glow.
Oh,
Just
okay.
yeah.
And I'm
it's-
sure there are some citizens that have like lanterns and
Yeah.
stuff like that for like
Torches
Yeah,
and pitchforks.
torches and pitchforks.
street lamps, things like that that have been lit.
I'd like to tap somebody as they walk past and
Mhm.
be like, what's going on?
Lord Lars has called a town meeting.
Freaking Lars.
Okay.
He has he said something about an announcement, good news. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Mizuki will go very fast toward the town center.
Okay. Are you guys keeping up with Mizuki or
I'm
maintaining
Are
your
we?
own?
I'm gonna hold back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be more
Uh,
casual
you don't
and
have to.
blend in with the crowd.
Okay.
I'm gonna
What do you
drag
recognize?
Zoigan and Akai along to make sure I'm not that far off from Mizuki.
Would he recognize me?
Oh, okay.
She's gonna
Maybe
grab
we'll
both
see.
of their arms and go.
Hey, they're going faster. Are we gonna keep up with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll trot a little bit faster to make it look like we're keeping up, but I kind of want to keep to the back
Okay.
of the group.
Starts doing. It's like doing the arm motion, but it's still walking at the same speed.
Yeah.
Okay, then at that point he'll put his hands in your back because he's ridden horses before, and he's gonna dig his heels into the horse's flanks.
Oh.
Make me
Uh-huh.
make me a perception check as you do that.
Whoopsies.
Ooh, I had a -2.
It's fun. It's fun, isn't
15.
it? It's
15?
fun, isn't it? With a -2 wisdom.
So
Apparently, you need to keep that die.
Yeah.
So would it be my? Never mind.
as you're digging your feet in and the horse starts to trot a little bit faster, you look down and you realize that your hands are on Adrian's back.
You also don't feel a very muscular back as well.
But yeah, so you don't feel a muscular back, but there is a disconnect between where you're seeing your hands on his back and where you are feeling your hands. I mean, it's still.
How tickle to show you?
Well, I rolled a 21, so I think I hold on.
Steven, this is okay. This is not okay.
This, not this.
Just for giggles, I'm gonna give myself
Apply
disadvantage.
grappling rules here.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, that tickles a little bit.
Stop that.
Sorry.
And as you pull your hands away,
The
the sense of disconnection from your hands goes away.
Huh.
Okay, so at the courtyard.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
So at the courtyard, you guys see.
I'll pull if I have like a cloak with a hood, I'll pull it up, but I don't think I might.
Okay. So you guys do see. I don't know if
You
it.
do have the white mask from the glacier.
There we go.
Well, that might look even more suspicious.
Yeah, I need to get
Who
my
is that
mask.
masked man?
I'll make you one.
Okay. So you guys are coming in from the road here, coming in from the west.
Okay.
So you guys are coming in
Mission right now?
from the west, or
East.
from the east. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, from the east
We
here,
are traveling west.
traveling west. As you enter the town center, the bulk of the gathering seems to be on the north end, where what you guys know is the town hall. Up on sort of the raised area there, you've got the notice board, and you've got the area where proclamations are made, things like that. Up on that area, you do see Lars in all of his, finery,
Splendor.
in all of his splendor. Standing next to him is a very tall, just human with sort of long flowing golden hair, standing there in what looks to be what you would recognize as a general's uniform of the Imperial Guard.
And there's
Would I
there's only
recognize
like
it as well?
Yeah, there's
6
not
of those.
yeah, there's
ish.
not that many.
Would I recognize it as well?
You would recognize
Okay.
it as well.
Hopefully, yeah, right.
You, however, do not recognize the person in the uniform.
I don't.
You do not.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't recognize-
Is this the false person who he's looking for?
No, because
No.
Wolf was looking for
Come on,
a
come on, put the pieces together, Braden.
someone I don't
Put the pieces together, Braden. What was he looking for?
a tall man with
No,
No,
not
no,
Wolf.
not me.
No, what was
What was
Lars,
Lars looking
for?
a changeling.
Yep.
Yes. Remember, he got good
Right.
news when he was
Okay.
with Mizuki.
Boy.
He
So
wasn't
he found
sure.
one.
This is gonna be
Oh.
fun.
Well, time to
Okay.
do some sketchy shit. Do it.
Wow. Huh.
Well, let's see where this goes.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Certain foot person standing behind you.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Oh, no, okay.
Nothing? Okay. So Lars is there. He's got this figure standing beside him. You would be the only one who would know anything is off
can't
with
see
this
it.
person.
Aw.
You recognize what
What
you
the uniform
what
is.
the uniform is, what it means, what it symbolizes, and you kind of assume that there's been somebody come in from the capital or whatever to reinforce the
Which-
garrison that's already here.
But that's
But you also know that it's
weird.
2 months,
I also know that it's 2 months out, and it also.
and Lars has only been here 2 months.
Yes, Lars has only been here 2 months, and
And the letter to your parents have only just arrived
yes,
around that time.
yes,
Around this time, it has arrived.
and there was that weird figure. That
Oh
I
right,
saw.
the
dwarf.
fire dwarf that you
The dwarf
Yep.
that I.
didn't mention to anyone.
I've been busy.
I know you've been busy.
Okay, we've been.
Dude, though.
You have been busy, yeah.
I haven't had time. I haven't thought about it. Okay.
Mhm.
I
Hey,
just thought about.
What's going on? I can't see over.
I can't see over you. I can't see over
I
this
will-
horse's head.
I'll just hop down off of the horse, but I will hold on to the horse.
Oh.
Kind of use it as semi-cover.
Okay.
I'll sort of scoot back up. That's a whole lot better.
Can't reach the stairs though.
No, just squeezes with his thighs.
So Lars is sort of declaiming in this loud voice. My friends, my subjects, it has the wonderful news from the capital has come to us that the location of the old dwarven capital has been found in the archives.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I don't.
Actually,
I don't-
is that one that
I'll make it
Hmm?
insight.
I would like to insight that as well. If
Can I insight
if
as
that's
well?
okay with you as a DM.
Yeah.
If not, that's
or
fine.
not.
Are you proficient with insight?
Oh heavens no.
Then no.
Okay.
Are you proficient with insight?
I'm not.
Like that's
but
just
it is
something that
wisdom.
my character would be like.
Wait, what is-
I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna let
Okay, that's
You
Because
do
I've known Lars.
Yeah, if you can't tell
because
when
you
your brother's
because you
lying.
know Lars actually.
Yes! Natural 20!
Okay. Okay.
Good job, brother. In-law.
Two things.
He's lying.
He is not lying about the location of the capital being of the location of the dwarven capital being known.
Okay.
He is totally bullshitting that it came from Costas.
Right.
obviously.
Our changeling is on.
Awesome.
Oh. I don't
Okay,
know.
there.
Yep, that's
There was a
great.
word I was looking for.
That's
You like that?
Wonderful.
Lance has put the pieces together.
Yeah. I think I have too.
Wait.
Okay, we might have to be making a separate trip. Our plans have changed.
Player Danny is trying to make
We'll
sure.
let you know later.
Yeah, well, yep.
I have
when we're
thoughts,
off
but I don't
stream.
know. Yeah.
When we're
yeah.
off stream.
Huh.
I'll lean down. I could put an arrow in him from here.
As
I
much
don't know
as
if
that
that's
would,
really
as
him.
much as I would greatly
Just like
think that might be a good idea, the rest of the town might turn on us.
On me.
There are some other problems involved with that.
But there are other problems involved.
Alright.
As a rule, we don't murder people in the middle of town.
With witnesses.
Witnesses.
Middle of town is okay, so long as there's no witnesses.
As long as there's no words.
Yeah.
Does the town react like they even freaking care?
Or no.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
how-
a lot of dwarves here.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
dwarves,
Okay, so
and
Yeah, there is a
realize
lot
the
of doors.
doors.
among the
Yeah.
dwarves, there is this sort of rustle and excitement
Okay, well.
that sort of rolls through that segment of the crowd. Everyone else is kind of looking around, looking at each other like, "What is he talking
And
about?"
everybody's like, cool.
"Okay,
job.
this is cool. This is good." He does go on. Knowing its location, we will have access to its wealth, to its inventions, and we can help to build the empire up to even greater heights.
There it is.
And at that point, he sort of gets the rest of the crowd invested in what he's saying. Everybody,
Why they don't like the Imperial Guard?
Hmm?
Like the rest of the town isn't a big
Mob
fan of
mentality.
these
Also,
people, right?
I don't know that they care that much.
Yeah.
As much as the town here, a lot of them do not like the Empire. If there is a prince standing there, you applaud.
Okay.
Also,
Yes,
somebody
you're
somebody
gonna
said
be
we can get riches and use them to build up the empire here.
So that
Yes.
means a lot more people could get a lot more money.
More
And
money,
Centerton
more
could get built a
infrastructure.
lot
more
more.
influence, more power.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
More
sure Killian's
guards
grandpa is
beating
just
up
like,
right
well, I
it's
hate
it's
where
the
this is heading.
equivalent of like your governor coming into your little tiny town being like, so good news, oil is underneath your town now.
So we're going to be
But
moving
we're
the
kicking
freeway
you
closer
out.
to your town.
Yes.
So kind of reverse Route 66.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Okay.
Go get your kicks.
I'm gonna kind of like bend over and like into Akurai's ear. Like, do you know what's happening right now?
I don't have a clue.
Do you know who that person is standing next to him?
Mm-mm.
How close are you to the hierarchy of people that work with him?
I mean, I've worked with the army before, but I don't know that I'd know who all the generals and commanders were.
Yep.
Yeah, Alma would have known.
Yeah.
He's still going on with his speech.
Yeah, he's still going on with his speech. Whatever you guys want to do, it's along the same vein. He's sort of pumping up the crowds. He's trying, he's starting to whip up the
Fervor.
fervor. Yeah. You've seen Lars do this before. He's very, very good
I
at
know
it.
he is.
Man, I really
He's
don't
in
like
for
this
it.
guy.
let's.
If he actually is this guy.
I think let's just go bunker down in Killian's place for a moment.
Okay.
I need to find Draxus.
Well, he's across the street, so
Are you sure he's not here?
I mean, he might be.
well, let's
but-
make a perception check real quick.
You sure?
See if we can
Why
see.
us though?
Yeah, look around. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That was cute. That was not bad.
16?
16.
Does that mean you rolled an 18?
No, that no. Milo does not have a negative to
Right,
wisdom.
right.
He has a +1. He has negative in strength.
Right.
Yes. So you actually do sort of catch a glimpse of Draxus. He's at the back of the crowd. He is in the dwarven quarter, and unlike a lot of his fellows, he didn't seem all that thrilled
Yeah. Well.
about the announcement.
Yeah.
Do you point him out?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna clamber off the horse because I can't reach the stirrups, so it's more of a jump than anything else.
Try and fall gracefully.
Okay, I'll be right back. And he's gonna step over to Draxus and just elbow him.
Oi.
The box. Let's go talk.
Now,
Yeah, he's met
you've
Draxus.
met Draxus.
Yeah.
before. Yes, I. Right. Where are we headed?
Carter.
Kale.
Kale. Kale's place.
Workshop that we met in before.
Ah, Killian's.
Yep.
Right.
I will.
I'll meet you
Uh,
there in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll
Back
we'll,
up.
we'll wait for a moment where it looks like the rest of the crowd will just start to disperse.
Nobody
after.
can see me above the heads. I'll just leave.
I'll drag-
Mizuki's gonna stay.
Okay.
Things get weird. Can you message me?
I don't have message.
How far is it from
But I
Killian's
have
to
sending.
courtyard?
I
Roughly.
think-
It's not that far.
Less than
It's,
about 100 feet.
Like you give
Uh,
somebody something
it's
that is
about 100
connected to you and
yards.
you can talk,
So
like,
about
Yeah,
300
it's
feet.
just if you know him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It is
yeah.
1 football.
Yeah, if you can, yeah, if you need me.
From the
Let me
end
know,
of
okay?
the courtyard
don't-
where Lars is speaking
Yeah.
Don't say yes.
to to his shop, it's about 300 yards. It's about 300 feet, about 100 yards.
Unless you intend on murdering him in the middle of the night.
I mean,
I mean, I'm probably gonna suggest that later, but
Well, it's not the worst idea.
it's not the worst idea.
I will slip Ingir into your kimono
Okay.
just for protection
Okay, that's fine.
and begin to make
And to make
a way towards
we're
Killian's
good
workshop.
real friendly.
Okay.
I mean, I am part of the Red Dragon in important sense.
Yeah. Although until now you have not known what a dragon
Yes,
actually
that's
was.
true. That is true.
So
All right. So Mizuki is staying behind in the courtyard.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Are you going to ask anybody else? Or is anyone going to mention if, should we have somebody stay?
She has told me that she will
yes.
send to me if she needs me. I am
I-
going to send Akerai to discuss things with the Order and see if they know anything and meet up with me later.
we'll bring
Okay.
Zoigan along because
Sounds good.
we don't want to lose Zoigan.
So it sounds like nobody else is staying.
Okay. Nobody else is staying. All right. So you guys make your way over to
First sign of
to
trouble.
Killian's shop.
Mm-hmm.
Is it unlocked?
Did you guys leave it unlocked?
I didn't lock
Don't
We
it.
didn't lock it,
Um,
but we.
I'm sure Mizuki would have locked it.
Sakes. I'm sure
Wasn't it
does Draxus have a
Cabbage
key?
that tried to unlock it.
But wait,
Yeah.
someone
Yeah,
had a key.
Draxus
She got
does.
caught.
Now
Right.
Cabbage opened it with her lockpick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
Draxus.
got
caught.
caught
But
doing-
Draxus has a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draxus has
Yeah.
a key.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you,
leaving that shop unlocked would make you a menace to society.
Yeah, I know. I'm like Mizuki would have definitely locked it.
okay. So a few minutes later, Draxus comes sort of striding down the street by himself. He pulls out the key, unlocks it, looks around, and ushers you guys inside.
Okay, so
Jesus Spanish.
How did that start?
Ah!
He just
Sorry.
he called everyone together and introduced this general fella who said he'd brought news from Costas that augurs deep. The location had been found in some obscure writing or something in the capital.
Well, it's not wrong
Bollocks,
there.
I say. That it was never written down anywhere.
No, I think he's found some other way.
Oopsies.
What way, though, is the only thing I can't figure out.
Freaking Alma.
Freaking hell, huh?
I'll take another bit.
Okay.
Well, that will depend on where he believes that this is. I don't, no idea where,
Well, he hasn't said anything about where.
and I doubt he ever would.
Except he'll need people to. He can't do this on his own. He'll
No.
either have to
That's
bring in
true.
people or use people from here.
That's true.
He was talking about setting up a joint expedition.
Joint with.
The army garrison and folks from here in the town.
I wonder if he would accept Mizuki's little band of adventurers to go along with him.
I thought all of you did not like this person.
We don't,
Oh, he's terrible.
but the old, as the old proverb goes, keep your
the
friends
enemy-
keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. If we go with him and he finds the city,
Very
then at least we're there when he does find it. True.
I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be there.
No. Well, who is not supposed to be there?
Your prince dude.
No, of course he's not supposed. Well, he would. Maybe not going into the expedition himself, but he
maybe
might
I'm
be
a
at
little
like
out of the loop. Why is you all seem very concerned about him saying he found this place?
Oh yeah.
Why?
the box, all of that stuff goes to the city.
Yes.
Yes.
And he doesn't have
But
that.
he doesn't have that stuff, but he can at least. He could force his way in.
Oh, so there's theoretically a large group of people taking cover there that should probably not be there.
Are we sure it's that place, or is it.
I don't know, is it?
Well, there's the two places. There's the door,
Yep.
and then
Cards
there's
on the table. We should definitely tell all of our secrets.
Well, you haven't told me yours,
So
so.
I am going to step in again.
Also,
all of-
partially players.
All
take
of you,
advantage
with
of
the
the
exception
river
of the
options.
small man with the very magnificent beard,
You do have a nice beard.
are all very bad at communicating right now. So let us start from the beginning. The prince says he has found this city, and your box goes to the city.
Yes.
So this is problem why?
Because then that will interfere with us trying to get to the city.
But you just said we could just go with them.
Possibly.
Possibly, but that depends if we can get him to agree for us to go.
Do we think this door is the door to the city?
I think
That
it's
is
to.
what I
I think the
assumed.
door is to the tomb.
Oh.
Because if what Mizuki's information said is that the city is under one of the lakes.
It is.
Is under one of
Yes.
the lakes. So I assume that the door is to the tomb.
So
Yeah, do
your
we-
box
is-
goes to this other place, or it goes to the city under the lake?
I
I'm
have
not
n-
sure
there-
what
it-
they think it is.
And I don't know. There's no way for us to know what pieces go where. It could be for one location, or it could be for multiple locations.
I am still a little hazy on the why it is a problem. I mean, whether they know or not does not change our plans.
Well, it depends on where they think the city, like what they think the city is.
Well, they know what the city is. Is where the.
Well, okay, but as far as like whether they think that they have uncovered the tomb or the city or what, because that will
To be fair, we don't know either.
exactly.
Until someone opens the door, no one will know whether it's the city
Yeah.
or the tomb.
There is a place that several people were sent for safety purposes.
So we just need to make sure we move them.
Yeah,
Okay, problem
Probably
solved.
important.
We should probably go now then.
And make
we
sure
wanna-
that our ancestral home is left lie.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that
we can
is
always wait for Mizuki to get back and maybe see if she has any information that she
And your
has squelched
plan to
from
stop
Lars.
the large group of armed people from going there is
Undecided as of yet. And he's actually going to pull out the copy of the papers he made and just hand them to Draxus. That was inside the box.
Secret compartment.
You figured out the box, lad?
I didn't. No, Cabbage did.
she's very skilled.
Aye.
And
And Draxus is going to start reading
Yeah.
through the pages.
there, he's written in some side notes, one of which would be the name that caught his attention,
Mhm.
and what relevance that has.
Are you gonna tell us about any of your suspicions, seeing as this person is not a person you have seen before?
Oh, right,
and
I
all
forgot
that?
about that. Well, we might have some other issues as well. The general's not an actual general.
He's a commandant. He's a.
He's a fake.
that was not a
Yes.
very good communication. He is a fake
is a fake.
general,
Yes.
and you know this.
I used to work at the Capitol for a while, and I was a soldier, so I was at many events where the generals are, standing attention, saluting, all that sort of stuff.
But people
He
die.
wasn't one of them.
How long have you been not there though?
About 6 months.
Could not they have added new general in time?
You'd have still known them, surely. They
all
wouldn't
all
have
of the
been a general,
most of the
yeah.
generals would I assume we're not the Empire's not in any wars or anything like that.
No.
Then there's no reason a general would go out there. They're more like desk generals.
Well, there was a war relatively recently.
Right, but there's not one going on actively
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
that's
I
what I
imagine
mean.
you
So
would
most
still
of them
know
are in
the
like
people
desk
that would have
desk
been
duty.
You-
stepping up.
You would have known who the active generals were.
Mhm.
You would have known who the next
In
few
line.
tiers
next
in
level.
line were
And it's
that
not
would have
those
filled
people.
any of those positions were there to be a vacancy. You do not recognize
Yeah.
that person.
I do not recognize that person. I knew everyone who was a general at the time. I knew anyone who would have become a general. I think Lars might have found his changeling.
So there were these changing people.
Yes, and I think he found one of them. That's his plan.
And that makes me wonder even more about the safety of the group, because if there's somebody acting from inside and giving them information, this is a
So
problem.
again, on the topic of communication, a little lost.
Do we-
So, well, he's already helped us quite a lot. If he's gonna risk himself for this job or helping us, he might as well know.
Unless I don't know, are you following what they're talking about?
No.
Okay, yeah. Lack of
You
communication.
want me to?
Sure.
So where the door is for the specific one.
Right.
Door-
There is
To the.
there is a hideout of changelings there.
Ah, so
Who-
you already knew that there were the changing people here.
Yes, but
Cards on the table.
we've only known you
haven't
guys
put yours
for
on the table
for
either.
like 3 days, so
Trust is earned.
trust is earned. But we feel that
We've been
you
a little
guys
busy,
have
too.
have
Yeah.
helped us quite a bit by.
You're a very slow people to trust. Also, you may need to sort your priorities because you trusted us to, not murder you out in the wilderness, but did not trust us to tell us that you knew there were changing people around.
I don't care if you murder me out in the wilderness. I care if you
No.
murder people in mass that are trying to stay safe.
Okay, so anyway.
And a lot of people
There's a
don't
lot
like.
back there.
and you have previously said that you
Sounded
worked
strange.
for the Empire hunting people, and changelings are hunted all the time, so we didn't know if we could trust you in that case.
That is fair. So you need to move your changing people.
Well, we don't. They could have been found.
They could have already, but we should definitely
We
try
could.
to
We
find
could.
out.
Sionis could know. If we can get Mizuki to
Send.
to use that sending spell to ask Sionis to scry on the place because he's been there before and see if the
Sounds
changelings are
complicated.
still safe.
Or alternatively, provided that you feel that this is a wise plan, we could just go there and open the door and be there first.
How long would it take to do that? Maybe
About it.
both simultaneously.
Well, if we
I mean, it's
left
half day back.
tonight,
If you left from town, it's about a day and a half.
so we'd
out
get
to
there
the site.
tomorrow.
Or we could just go back to
Tomorrow-
the tower, so save ourselves a full day by going the half day to the tower and teleporting there. And then we could check on them at that point, because we can't really do anything to a day and a half out or a half day out.
Well, you
Okay, I know here. I know.
But that's the thing, is the
As
messaging thing, like even
I
if we
could
message
send
him immediately,
So one
he could scry on them and tell us, but there's again nothing we can do at least for half a day or a day and a half.
right.
So we might
I'm
as well
just
just
saying, I
go
would
there.
have to send
Well,
Josiah
how about
this.
we
I could
wait?
send
Let's see what.
someone there.
Right.
Let's wait for Mizuki
Instead
to
of-
get back and see if she has gleaned anything from Lars or anything like that.
Alright. I just think that we should hurry.
No,
because if we
I
put together
understand
a
that we
group
should
and leaves
hurry, but-
tomorrow,
If we can get some extra information from Lars from Mizuki, that would be extremely helpful. Transition?
what if I write out now?
Well, we can write out now.
you
But we
ride out to the place you don't know where you're going.
No. Back to the
Tower.
the
And
tower.
then what happens
Right.
if they change their plans while you were gone?
Then that's.
Well,
it
I'm
doesn't
just
change
saying-
what I'm doing.
I think for right now we should probably all just stay here until we all decide exactly what to do.
All right.
Split the party.
no stop.
No.
Last time we did that did not go well. Yeah, let's just wait to see what happens with Mizuki.
I
Last time we did that, the town was locked down.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, meanwhile.
back at the ranch.
So
Back with the Captain of Evil himself.
So Lars continues his oration, and
my good fellow citizen.
you
Can
know
we just
he's
kill him already?
He's just
Not
reciting old poems.
He-
at this
he
point.
is-
420 years ago.
he is asking for volunteers to ride out with the army to this location that he's received from Costas.
Yes, I'm sure she will be speaking to Lars and saying she'll
He
volunteer.
he introduces.
Volunteer the Mizuki.
Plan.
He does introduce.
Minutemen.
Well, I mean, they're already here
Yeah.
helping
That's
Lars.
fine.
I was referring to our Minutemen.
Yes.
Oh,
Your
well,
personal crew.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
But,
so he introduces the general. It's not a name you recognize,
Of course.
not that you would expect to. Who will be leading the expedition? He's painting pictures of what the volunteers can expect to find. You know, hallways that are inlaid. You know, inlaid with gold, covered with gold and gems and precious jewels.
Sounds like a great way to get a bunch of people for a human
Uh-huh.
sacrifice.
Yep.
I
Is
mean,
it going to?
all of
Is
the-
it?
yeah.
It's
Do
definitely
they ask you to
trapped.
bring
Go ahead.
wetsuits?
No.
Okay, so it's yeah.
And he talks about the different dwarven technologies that are to be found. Most of them you recognize as thinly thinly retold legends that
They're
are
actually
common in
items.
Costas, but you imagine that those stories haven't quite made it.
In the
This
halls,
far?
there's a sword
Okay,
in the
yeah.
stone.
That's just a pair of. That's just like they're reading like a child's story.
Yeah,
it's
essentially,
literally
he's-
pure
he's-
tribute.
He's taking those old stories and sort of giving them some flash and panache. And,
Red slippers that can take you home.
but wouldn't necessarily throw any red flags for the rubes here.
Yeah,
in-
but it would for Mizuki.
right.
Yeah.
And then, he goes on like that for 45 minutes to an hour. And then,
Oh my goodness.
See, this,
It's okay.
Woo!
Patient
Can we kill him now?
woman. She is
see,
used
this
to
is
waiting.
why I prefer
She's
Davium.
used to this.
Davium just said like a sentence and that was it. Freaking Lars just goes on for like an hour.
And
we're
then
still
he sort
My
of,
fellow
My fellow American.
he gives a final sort of flourish of words and then turns and goes back into the town hall. The general goes with him, and the rest of the crowd starts to filter away back to their
Okay,
homes.
Mizuki will go toward the town hall.
Okay. As you enter, you do see. Make me a perception check real quick.
Oh boy.
14.
14.
It's
Okay.
a lot more complicated.
So as you're entering the front of the town hall, you do see
Ouch.
Nice.
Lars
Good idea.
disappearing into what you recognize as the mayor's office. Looks like maybe he's taking it over, whatever, for the evening for his
Like they do.
presentation,
Like
like he
it.
does. You don't see any other figures in the room with him, so you don't know if the general is ahead of him going into the office or anything like that.
Okay, she will knock on the door, announce her presence,
Okay.
and request entrance.
So Lars does stand and open the door. My Lady Mizuki, it is such a pleasure to see you. Did you happen to
Did you hear my speech? What did you think?
see the presentation?
I did, and I quite enjoyed it.
Excellent.
Wow,
Excellent. I was going to speak with you. Would you be opposed to my drafting your retainers into this expedition? Your family retainers.
Of course I would not be opposed.
Excellent.
On one condition.
Yes.
And as you say that,
Businesswoman.
you
like,
kind of see his expression sort of freeze. It's like
Ah, yes, businessman Lars.
he's-
Liaison Lars appears.
he's still, for all outward appearances, he's still the sort of courtly, gentlemanly, whatever. But it does not take much to realize that is merely a facade, and he's very guarded, sort of behind this mask that he's wearing.
That I am able to come along.
Ah, yes, I
Oh.
believe that would be acceptable.
With my
Yes.
friend.
And you're on board.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Well,
I'll
give
prepare
much
mine.
information with
It
little
will take
information with.
several days to get the expedition
Of course,
organized
of
and
course.
together, as you
I understand.
as you're aware.
I will prepare my family retainers
Excellent,
and inform them.
excellent. When you have them all together, do just join up with us at the garrison camp.
Guess who all just became family retainers?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
And it's funny, it's like average retainer, big guy, small dwarf, skinny elf, larger
You know?
sort of person, and
Oh, my
Mizuki at the
family.
front.
It's okay,
a
because
teenage girl
Lars
with
doesn't
daggers
pay-
and a pirate axe.
Yeah.
Lars probably doesn't pay. He doesn't know my family retainers enough to know exactly who they
So
are.
didn't he travel here with
Except
them?
he traveled here with your family
Okay,
retainers.
he did. Well, I mean, but also some.
It's
of his
fine.
cars.
We now work for your family.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
We've been.
How fast can you make us uniforms?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
it's fine.
Alma
I'll
could have
just
done it
hire
quick.
you as family retainers.
I
Oh, we're on the
can
payroll
with
now.
Kale's
Lovely.
help.
You now work for the.
I can make
With
uniforms
family.
with the help of Kale.
Anyway,
Cross that bridge when we get there.
but yes, I
Do
quite
we have uniforms
enjoyed
in reserve?
your
Actually,
presentation.
We're
Just
not
for
there,
guards.
guys.
We have uniforms for the army.
Yes.
Yes.
Which
I did quite enjoy your presentation,
Excellent.
and congrats on the location. of
Yes,
fighting.
it was quite fortuitous.
It does. It
Sort
is.
of out of the blue, one might say.
Indeed.
What did we do with Alma's body, by the way?
it's still at the. So no,
It's
it was
in
given
the
to
tower.
Olmo.
It's in
Yeah,
the
they
tower,
gave it to Olmo.
and
Yeah.
it. Oh,
did we
give
give
it to Olmo? When?
It is at the tower waiting
Olmo,
for
yeah,
Olmo.
Olmo's
Oh,
coming to
okay.
get it.
It's and I did whatever.
Did we keep his charlatan clothing or no?
Yes.
Oh, we have it?
Mhm.
Okay.
But yes,
I'll write that down.
Yeah, whoever
I'm
was strip
happy
searching
for you.
about that.
Yes, it's as I say, it was sort of fortuitous.
yes.
The location just sort of presented itself almost.
You did that. Well, we've been
Well,
we've
would-
been being around the bush
before
for so long. It's time to
go,
kill some guards.
Perhaps we could do dinner.
Schmooze.
Smooth as a brick wall.
Unfortunately, I do have I do have
Make a charisma
I do have business to attend to this evening, but I would love to tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening would be perfectly acceptable.
Yes.
Persuasion with sex appeal.
Tomorrow evening would be the perfect time for me to poison your dinner.
See, I hope you enjoy the taste of shotgun pellets.
That's what
So-
we'll use his
I will
cannon
leave you for the night.
Just wheel it under the table.
Until tomorrow evening, my lady.
Yes, until tomorrow evening, and she'll bow and
And he'll sort of nod his head to you, and as you're
Oh,
backing
great
away,
shot.
he'll close the door. He never stepped away far enough, and never opened the door far enough for you really to get a peek into the
to the
room.
room. Okay. Fair.
He wasn't acting like he was trying to hide anything, but he was
That's
trying to hide
okay.
something.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah,
The other woman.
If I want to see in the room, I can.
gotcha,
I have ways.
gotcha.
Bound.
He's hiding his mistress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a change.
And
Well,
I'm out of range with Ingia, right?
Yeah.
I do have a marriage proposal, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Oh man. Just
So
hate that
she
guy so
will
bad.
return, or she will go to Killian's workshop.
Okay, and so you'll join up with the rest of the
Yes.
crew. I assume, sort of tell them what transpired.
Blurt.
Yes. So. Lars asked me if he could borrow my retainers for a trip to the Dwarven City.
Mm-hmm.
I told him yes on the condition that I could come along.
So if we go early,
So
we
we-
cannot bring her.
What?
Right.
Right.
They were discussing potentially leaving like now to
Oh,
go so
in
that
3
they could
days.
get there before the other people.
Oh well, we can. I mean,
But if that
we can go with them, or
I believe some of the people here are uncomfortable with the idea of going with.
And I believe you're hiding people that they might be heading right towards.
or have
Yeah, if
already
we
been
find
to.
out that they are heading the direction of the changelings, we need to move the changelings first. If it's not the changelings, then I don't know that it matters one way or another. It might though.
But I believe the idea was set up that
Get
we
there
head back to
first.
the tower and your friend magic portals us to the place.
Can we?
Okay.
And here's the question: can we do all of that before they even get there?
Well, they are not leaving for 3 days.
3
So
days
yes.
at least.
If it is the same
Right.
place you know of, how long does it take?
Not 3
It
days.
takes a day and a half from here,
So we're
It
looking
but
at
if we
4.5
head
days
back,
for them to
but
get
if we
there.
head back to Sionis,
It will take us.
Half
it will
day.
take us half a day.
Yeah.
He'll
You
teleport
will-
us there.
You will have 4 days head start.
5 days.
4.
No,
we
4.
need to know where it is that he thinks this city is.
Well,
Do we?
But
but if
it
he
doesn't
already,
actually matter, does it?
Well, for
If
moving the
he-
changelings, it does.
I believe the
Does it
the
not?
general might be a
Not
changeling.
particularly.
The general?
Yeah. Because I don't recognize him, and he would not have been anywhere in the line.
Ah, that would.
But that begs the question
Sense.
of where he got the
Uh-huh.
changeling, whether it's from that place, or if he got it somewhere else.
Well, it sounds like maybe we should go to tower, a magic portal, and then if it is not the place we want to be, we magic portal back.
It's fair.
Okay. Yeah. So is everyone willing to go now?
I do want to run over to Kells really quickly and let him know that there might be someone working against the changelings within their ranks, just to
That's
put
fine.
him
That'll
on
only
alert.
take that'll take
How
10
much
It'll
of
take
a
just a couple
head
of minutes.
start do you feel like you need?
quite a few days
as soon
because
as we
if they are heading towards
The lake. Then we have to
the
redirect.
lake, well, even if they're heading towards the lake, it takes a week to get there.
Yeah.
So
Also-
we can explore the door first,
I would also
and if
like
it's
to
not the
know-
door, we can always head towards the lake.
What are we hoping to beat them to? Because I don't think we can hide a city.
No.
No,
My
No.
largest concern is the people.
Right. Well, you want to save the
But-
people,
Right.
but you
I
want a
don't-
lot of head start.
well,
Is there a
I-
thing you're trying to beat them to, or
If we can make sure they can't get in.
also it's the Empire,
will-
and
Is it though?
speaking. Well,
Is
no,
it the
no,
whole
the
Empire? Or is it just the town, Lars,
No, it's-
and his changeling?
no, yeah, it's Lars. It's
What
just
if we
Lars.
sent a
the
message
Empire?
to the capital saying
It will
that
take
this is
2 months
happening?
to get there.
It takes a
Yes,
while.
exactly. But if he is not in communication with the capital, if he's going against orders or whatever,
True.
might that be worth it?
But that means that the Empress would send not just a garrison, but an entire army to quell the his whatever he's doing.
And the people
And
who
that would,
know where this city might be happen to die in the process, and then the city is hidden again.
Yeah, but then
so? Little confused. We got the box,
Right.
and you want to take the box to the city.
right.
Correct.
So almost by definition, we would like the city to no longer be hidden.
Once we know that it's safe for people to go into, there was a cataclysm there. There's also my people's history.
Which would be taken by Lars and his group, and that would be lost entirely to the history of the dwarves.
Then why do we not get a bunch of dwarves to join the expedition to city?
I'm sure a
to
lot of
help
dwarves
recover
will
things?
probably volunteer.
Yes, but also
Yes, he did
she
ask
said
for
the garrison
volunteers.
is going.
And even if you send a message
The-
off
the
to
en-
people
the
about what is
entire
happening, they will
garrison?
still find your city.
Of course. But that also might end some of the troubles we have in the future. That was a future problem, maybe solved.
Right.
I am not sure we are capable of hiding a city at this point if it has been found.
No.
At
No.
this point, it seems
But-
like someone somewhere will find it.
But in whether it's the tomb or if it's the city, there's a hammer in there that it's one of those things where like he holds the hammer as king sort of thing.
So you
So-
want the hammer.
Yes, so then Lars doesn't have it, so that he could claim ownership of the entirety of everything that the dwarves own.
So I would just like to
I
pose a
believe that's
question.
what he wants.
I
Yeah,
would just like to pose a question. If you have the hammer,
right.
Wait.
first of all,
Wait.
if you have the hammer, what are you going to do with it?
Why would
If
you even?
I have the hammer,
Yeah.
Wouldn't we just be giving it to one of the dwarves that actually?
yes, we
rightful-
would.
Yeah.
We would
Second
probably
of all-
find a good candidate for.
If
that-
one of
for
us
it.
has the hammer, why would Lars not just kill person and take hammer,
Well,
thereby making himself the king?
I would prefer for them to not know that
Yeah,
we
if
have
we
it.
if we can get to the hammer first, hide it away.
So your plan is not to have someone become king.
Maybe eventually, but at the moment we just
Francis?
need to make sure that.
What are your thoughts?
I think there's a lot of supposition flying around.
You think?
Yes.
We don't know what's at the end of either of these
Roads.
roads until we do. Making plans seems hasty.
So it sounds like you cannot stop city from being found.
No,
Even if
that's-
you were to kill all these people, eventually someone would figure it out.
Yeah.
Possibly.
You
but I mean,
cannot
it's
hide
been
a whole city.
thousands of years that it's lain
Yeah.
unfound.
And even if we
Currently.
get to the city first, take everything that would give him power, we would just leave with all of that and leave him with the ruins of whatever is left of the city.
Right.
Even
So-
even if he has the ruins of the city, there's not much he can
So
do
your
with.
first concern is the people,
Yes.
and then you want to try and beat him to it and grab all of the valuable things before he gets them.
Yes.
Okay.
At least anything
If
to
that's
keep
where the
him
door
power.
is and that's what they're going for.
How much stuff are you imagining grabbing?
Anything we can identify
anything.
that would give him power.
Gold.
There could be a lot of that there.
That's
No, I understand that, but like, there's not much. There's not much I can do in my position right now to stop him. He has the entire garrison. He has a changeling with him, and he has a town that he could probably turn on us.
Right, I agree. So, do we want to go along with and see what happens? Do we want to just not worry about it? Because as you say, we do not have any way of stopping them.
I think what we need to do first is ascertain what is where your changelings are. We can do that with a day's turnaround.
Or we can you do sending right now?
Yes.
And we can be-
I have.
Right, but they don't have the
I have more
box.
slots.
No, I'm asking.
No, it doesn't
no,
matter. I can do
send a
something.
message to Sionis and ask him if he can scry on
Or
where the door was, that room, and everything like that. See if the changelings are there, or if they're
and if it's been
or
broken into.
it's been
I
broken
suppose.
into, stuff like that, and have him give us that information, so then we can see if that is the place. If not, we can always. If it hasn't been taken over and stuff like that, we can always wait and go with the garrison, and work on a plan from the inside.
Yes.
But if it is, if they have already found where the changelings are there at that door, then we can hurry and head back to Sionis, have him teleport us there,
Is-
and then clear out that door
is
and whatever is there.
Is Oma there? Is he with the changelings?
Last you knew, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I
wait,
could just
yeah,
send
hold
to
on.
Omu.
Do that then.
Right?
Do that
I'm
then.
like, that's a lot
Lot
easier.
Try that.
A lot of supposition.
I know.
I
I'm like,
look. I forgot about Olmo. Sorry. But yeah, if you can get a hold of Olmo and ask him if everything's all right, then that would be a lot better.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna run to Kel's house and
Okay.
tell him that
Do we want to?
like, there's a possibility that somebody from within the changeling community
What do you want to do with like?
effectively sold him out.
Do we want to leave
We
him
are
at the?
babysitting a god until we know something else to do with him.
Danny, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You two do that.
a former god.
I'll stay here. I'll watch Zilligan for you.
I hate just sitting here.
Well, I have a question. You seem very concerned about people finding the city. Why?
It's our ancestral home.
So would not you want to find it?
Yes, I would like us to find it. I would like
And I
the
would
Empire
like
not
to give
be
it
able
back
to
to the
whitewash
dwarves.
it like all the rest of our history that's disappeared.
Well,
Yes.
I am not sure that any dwarf on their own would have the power to stop that.
No, but I'm here and I'm willing to help you guys with it.
Alright, I am not sure any dwarf and a man would have the power to stop that.
I think he's working on his own. I don't think he has support from the capital.
No,
Well, he
my
is support
I,
for a bunch of soldiers.
But if
Right.
they can't find the entrance, if we collapse an entrance, then maybe
he
they
could
can let
he
them go
could
home.
try and dig through it, but
It's if it is underwater, digging is going to be next
Well,
to
and then that
impossible
also-
without magical means.
Right, but we also don't know if that's where if he's going for one of the lakes
If
or if
he's
he's going
not-
for the door.
If he's not going, well, that's what I'm saying. Is if he's not going for the lake,
You can send
then it doesn't
to-
matter.
You can send to other planes of existence.
Yeah.
But
We
there
don't-
is
we
a
don't-
5%
Chance
chance
that it
the
will
message
fail.
won't arrive.
So it sounds like to me that you would like to go before them and collapse their entrance or hide wherever they're looking for.
potentially
it
yes.
could be useful
So-
later.
You will need to find a way to find out where they're going.
Right, and beat them to it. But that's what I'm saying. Is in theory, we go to this potential door place that is not underwater. We check that out, and we have a day's turnaround to get back here, and we can then join with the party if they're going somewhere else.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying. Is that we have 1 day's
that's-
turnaround.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're going to the door believing that's the city,
So I want to check.
Then
we
we're
go
there.
there now and we're
Yeah.
there. But if it's not there, we at least can do whatever is with the door and then head towards where we believe that the
What will you
city
do
sunken
if
is.
you are not able to hide it?
Hopefully, get in and
Stop whoever
Take
it
back
is.
our
Make
history.
sure that there's been no.
So you
assaults
want
on them or
to
anything.
get in before them if you cannot stop them.
Yes.
ideally, yes.
How long do you think you need to have a head start?
I don't know, because I don't know what's there. No one does.
You should be thinking about how long you want so that we can
I mean,
provide
ideally
you
as much time as we have, but that could be as little as 4.5 days.
Well, if we go with your plan, we go to this place that they know about. Let's say that is not the place they're going.
we get back here, we've lost maybe a day.
But unless we can find out where they're going before them, you said we would go with them, you would have no time ahead of them unless we somehow delay them.
Correct.
So you need to plan
How,
How
we're going
long
to
you
get that
want,
information.
so or how long you want us to delay, so then we can make sure to.
And even if we can't find, even if they don't go to the door and have figured out somewhere with the city that's underwater, maybe Cyanos can teleport us closer, at least to maybe
so we have-
maybe to one of the lakes, and we have like water breathing potions. We could honestly just plop ourselves and go straight down in one of the lakes and hope that we find it.
Potentially, yeah. So we have options that way, but I hate sitting here not doing anything meantime.
Well, there's not a lot you
Okay,
could
well,
be doing.
I'm
Go for
going
it,
to
You're either
send-
going to have to wait here or you're going to have to wait at the tower.
Okay, so we've got a sending to
If we're waiting for
Olmo,
everyone.
Yes.
Go for it.
and
These two are going to.
It's gonna take
inform
us all
Kel.
of like 10 minutes. Come
Right.
on.
It doesn't take that long.
Don't send him to the bar. He's
Wait,
a
no, he
dork.
has to scry. Scrying's gonna be. Oh, you're
When
talking
it-
No,
about.
I'm sending.
Scry is
Oh, no, I
like
forgot.
no. Sending is like
have-
instant.
Yeah, I was thinking scrying still.
I
When you have
could-
alcohol
It
on
would
you,
be
you can just
Sionis
like do
that
a
would
little
be
bit of
scrying.
nipping.
I can.
Oh, can you?
I could, but I will
I
not.
thought they let higher levels work.
I am
That's
interested
not-
in what
No,
that
there's
Don't
powder
drink your own
is
products.
over there is.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
It's alright.
So Killian, so remember when you were talking about stone and that it's terrible to build with wood because it would catch on fire?
Yes.
He was working on making a powder that you could put on the wood, put fire on it, and it would burn.
It seems like a lot of work when you could just use stone.
Well, it's Killian, so he spends a lot of time trying
what
to
is
come
it,
up
10
with.
words?
It is
It's
research.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But don't touch it because there's one that looks because there's an exact powder like that if you touch it you will start burning, and you will catch fire. Don't ask me why he has it.
You're telling me you have a powder that will catch on fire when you do things with it.
Possibly, yeah.
To
No, I'm
to
not
Lance, who was Killian, is that how it works? That if you
How does that
touch it and
If you put it on something flammable, it ignites.
when you put it when it comes into contact with something flammable, it will burst. It will make it burst into a flame.
Can't we just take a little pinch of it and test it out?
Yes, so why do you not get
Okay,
jars that are not
uh,
flammable and carry this with you? This seems useful. I like this.
Not wrong.
Okay, so the two of you
All
were
right,
going
we'll
off
come
to
back to
Kel's.
Yes.
We'll have to figure out what kind it is.
So you guys get there. Kel sort of
Way a bubble in the face is gonna hurt.
comes down. He sort of peeks out and ushers you guys in a hurry. Closes the door behind you. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how much do you know about that? Because from what I can tell,
Not a lot, but I don't like it.
From
No,
what
we
we
don't
can
either.
tell from Adrian, the general that was up there with them, he suspects is a changeling. He doesn't know that person. They were not in the line of
And
succession.
Adrian does know that Milo is
Yeah.
Yeah. So
credibility.
Yeah.
there's
Adrian.
he wouldn't have been in the
Kel.
line of succession.
Sorry.
Lots of names for people. who are-
There's not a lot of other options, I don't think, for what he might be, but we could be wrong.
They're not talking about
However, what that means is that there's a distinct possibility, given the timing of things and whatnot, that they came from the community.
I have a hard time believing that,
I
though.
do too, but you need to
It is a
have.
possibility.
Yeah, you need to, if there's a way that you can get in touch, or if there's a way that you can keep eyes out for the people that you are connected to and let them know, kind of, I don't want to create suspicion amongst their ranks, especially if we're wrong about how this is working, but they need to know, like,
Right.
Can't rule it out.
Right.
there is a very firm possibility that the person that was standing up there was a
I know.
changeling.
Okay.
Where that changeling came from,
They know.
Okay. I will.
I told them.
they know.
That Lars has a changeling.
I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can
Yeah, you
find
told
out.
Milo.
Yeah, I
You'll-
told.
okay.
You'll let us know.
Yeah,
when-
gotcha.
I will see what I can find out. I'll let Olmo know to keep his eyes open and
Okay.
see if anyone's acting strangely out there.
Meanwhile, because of what just happened, we're gonna try and relocate the people
Okay.
to someplace safer, hopefully.
Where?
I have no idea where though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Send them all to the tower. That's a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
60 more people in town.
figure out what
This is
we
fine. This is fine.
figure out what we can do with that as well.
Next time you guys go, it's gonna be a lot quicker. Or this is like my exact
Yeah, if you end up having any ideas of where else might be safe to send them,
Uh,
let us know.
The other tower.
If anything comes to mind, I'll let you know.
Tower.
I feel like that would not go well. She still knows where that place is.
Do we know how to minimize the tower?
Killian's Tower?
Yeah.
Mm,
Or did
No-
we not figure that
No
out?
one has tried to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I know we figured out.
Figured out the
If
trap,
someone
but
could figure it
No
out,
one
it
looked
might be
at it.
Mizuki.
Yeah.
To figure it out.
might be Mizuki. Yeah.
Okay.
so
My-
Because I was thinking if we just move that and find somewhere
But
else to
probably
put it.
not.
But none of us know how to minimize the tower. And even if we did, it would take 24 hours for it to
Yeah.
collapse.
Yeah.
Which is another day we would have to wait, so.
Kale also, Mizuki has talked to Lars about us possibly escorting them to go with them to
Okay.
this city.
Okay.
Don't know all the details yet, but it's possible we might need some clothing and stuff like that.
What sort of clothing?
Retainer outfit.
I mean,
Retainer outfit.
Pink and red.
Can't you just like
Or
mass
Mizuki's
produce them with
family.
your ability?
No,
Um,
Like I said, we
there's
don't
a
know all the
metal
details
component.
yet.
if
It's
there,
just
I mean, yeah, if there's, well,
to
I
give you a
mean,
heads
Is there a
up.
class?
Okay. Like
I
If
mean,
there's
I'll
metal
need
component,
patterns.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Some
It
sort
has
of
to
And
something
I
to
will,
buy.
I will
contain
work
metal,
with you
yes.
as well.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we can do that together. But I'm
but
just
I
saying, as a
probably
heads
have
up,
fabric.
it might
Okay,
be
I'll
something.
be ready for that
Okay.
too.
So I could probably give Kel fabric.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, except you weren't there.
Yeah.
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 No, we're just like talking shit.
I'm just giving my heads up that we might need it.
Just
So.
scars.
Um,
Gonna start getting
Yeah,
these ones.
I'll be
Who
ready
knows?
for that in
I
case we
might-
need to.
Okay.
You know,
settle up that
my
later.
retainers might have extra uniforms.
We'll see.
Oh, that's true.
And put it on your
Yeah.
So
Like I said, it's just a heads up.
my
That's all.
my retainers
Moleskin.
might just have extra uniforms
Okay.
that they carry with them.
That would make
That
sense.
would
Mhm.
make sense.
But they would not fit me.
Nope.
Or me.
But we could just cuff the legs a lot.
Yeah. I would probably have the fabric that also, so.
All right. So what's happening? What's the plan?
Okay,
So we'll wait for these two to get back before
yeah.
we discuss.
I'm gonna run
Okay.
and grab
So-
Akarai and bring him back with us too.
So
Okay.
I scooped up 2
I-
handfuls of powder.
So yes, I
So,
contacted
what does Old
chance
Mom
it's
say?
a fire retardant or
no
fire
concerns.
igniter.
He said no one has come or gone since we left
Odds or evens?
the hideout.
Odds are even.
Evens.
That's
Okay.
good at least.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
I did let him know that
Looking for
Lars had
Surprise.
a changeling with him.
Okay.
So
They haven't found. So as far as I'm aware, they don't know about the door, but they could also know about the door because of the changeling. So, what do we want to do?
I still think it would be a good idea to check that out.
And just go
make
through
our
that
days
entire
turn
thing.
around, and then meantime, either someone is here actively trying to find out where they're going, or we come back here and find out where they're going, and
I mean,
I would hate to. I don't know.
I would hate to split the party, but
right?
like, if we did that, you would miss your dinner with Lars.
I don't think I can miss my dinner with Lars.
We can
So-
get you back regardless. We'll figure that part out. But I do think that it would be in our best interest to get the changelings.
Yeah, we can
to
at least.
safety.
Wait, but we found out that he's not.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
even.
Going
that's
there.
True.
He's not going there.
All right. Well, here's
Are we
here's
sure
where we have
he's
a
not
problem
going
with
there?
that.
We found out that the he
Changeling-
doesn't. As far as the changelings know, they
They
have
didn't
not
have
been found.
somebody
They have
come
not
in
been
or
found. So
Also, that does.
they have not been found.
That doesn't
so
mean they're
Either
not
you need to
being
cancel
right
your
on.
date with Lars, or we have to stay until after the date with Lars. Because
Which
even
is a
if we
whole
head
day.
back to Sionis,
Yeah.
have him teleport us to the gate, there would not be enough time for us to get back because his gate would require 24 hours to recharge.
Half of us
Not
could go.
before the date. No.
It-
Right.
Yes.
You are courting the Lars man, yes?
Yes, he is courting me.
Can you not just ask him where he is going?
Yes, I will be asking
Actually,
him
that
tomorrow.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yes, I will be
Yeah.
asking him tomorrow.
To interrogate him.
Because
so we do it for
I will be going along, so.
So we do both, right?
No. I don't think we should split up.
Also,
Because
we could take the day to prepare.
Yes,
Get some
you can
supplies.
take tomorrow to prepare for.
But we don't know where we're going until tomorrow. There's nothing we can prepare for.
We can get
I'll ask him in
equipment.
the morning if needed.
We can get equipment. We can get climbing
We
gear.
can get
we can
general
get
equipment
general
right now.
equipment. Because if we're,
Yeah.
Do you all
'cause
not have general equipment?
we
with
do,
you?
but like we
I
could
do.
a little bit more.
You know,
We
extra
do.
food rations and stuff
We
like that.
we could
But-
also
But-
like get a pack horse or two, so that if there are things you want to take out before they find them, we can carry them out.
that is
we
logical.
could
Yes.
recruit.
Actually,
we
that
could
is a
also
really
talk
good
to
idea.
other dwarves and see if anyone is planning on going on expedition to, so they could also try and save things.
Draxus, are you,
Aye.
would you be interested in going on this expedition? Should things turn for the worst?
I won't lie. I'm a bit interested, curious to see what comes of it all. So I'll go with.
Okay.
Actually, there was this odd dwarf I've never met before who came in and ordered digging gear. He never came back for it.
Happy day!
That was the thing that I'm.
Yep.
Dang it, Alma! Earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could. That would be useful if you still have that. We could
I have still got it.
use some of that.
We could also make sure to get the food and other things to potentially
Yeah.
be gone a long time.
Mhm.
We could come up with a plan to collapse the things we would need to collapse entrances and hide them.
Mhm.
All right. So we go drinking.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
We should just.
Yeah.
I believe we should always be doing that, except for you. You
Is
should
that
only
stuff
be
not-
drinking water.
Is that stuff not like how long has it been?
It
how
depends
long does that
on.
last?
So as
It
far as
probably
the
would have-
actual stuff itself, you're fine.
Yeah, it's probably
It
gone
depends
by
on
now.
your aversion because of the stuff. That's between you and the DM, because that's what it's designed to do. Is
And
build
whether
an
you're
aversion.
averse to it or not, you should not be drinking. You are not a good person to drink alcohol.
Excuse you? Why?
Because the last time we saw you drinking, you would not stop and you were a mess, even more so than you usually are.
Excuse you?
You might want to be careful. She'll throw things at you.
I mean, no
Fists
offense by
being
this,
one of
but
I don't think it would hurt him.
your life has been very crazy. You have a person you believe to be a god that wakes up in your bed. You have a lot going on.
So let's go drinking.
So I believe he was a god at some point.
Unless he got really small, he was never a god.
If you would like, we can discuss some things that I learned
I'm gonna go get some ale.
while I was
You can always go
meditating.
home.
While we were
That's
praying.
true.
Mom has an entire cellar full of wine
That is true.
and other ciders and stuff like that. So
In private.
So I think we've been here for
Yep.
about 3.5 hours. So we'll
Good
go
place to
ahead
stop.
and call it there for the evening. We'll say that you guys are going to go off and get into libations and,
Specifically to
and
find people.
say that again. What?
To find people.
He wants
Sure.
to talk to dwarves who are going to the
drinking.
Express.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
So
so
can go with us.
what are we doing with Zoe?
I think he's coming with us.
Just kill him.
I am babysitting him
Just
because
kill him.
he kind of seems like a large child right now, and I don't know what to do with him otherwise.
He doesn't know what
but
to
we'll
do
call
with
it there for the
himself.
evening, and we'll come back to this next
Sounds
week. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. It was a little all over the place, but we'll see what comes of this evening. Be sure you join us. Hopefully, we won't have any more weirdness with the schedules, and we'll try to stay on a regular schedule from here on out. We do try to be weekly on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's up to you to figure out where that is in your own time zone. All of our video content does go to our YouTube channel.
Oh, no.
Easiest way to find it is to go out to YouTube and search for Casual Cactus. It's casual with a C, cactus with a K. You can watch all of our back episodes, get a feel for the players, get a feel for our play style, see what you've missed in the current campaign, watch old campaigns, watch our one-shots, things like that. So go check it out. While you're there, do hit the like and subscribe. We are trying to build the YouTube channel as well as the streaming. So the likes, the subscribes over there. Be sure you ring the little bell icon so that you always know when we put new content up. We are also running our Discord server. It's a good way to interact with us. It's a good way to know what the schedule is if it changes. And unfortunately, we have had to make use of that part of it for the last couple of weeks. And we're
Yeah.
hoping we won't have to in the coming weeks ahead. So until we meet again next week, just remember.
Oh.
So bad!
Okay.
One more time, guys. Until next week.
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
My goodness.
Wow, we're
We've been doing it for almost 2 years, guys.
We're a
need
mess,
to.
guys.
Get your
And
Remember-
remember, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
Night.